Hello, everyone, and welcome to North Shore High School football here on MSONewSports.com. Tonight, live video coverage of the Division III North game between Billerica High School and Lynn Englishheim. Billerica, the number 5 seed, with 5 wins, 3 losses on the year. They're coming off a 29-26 win last week against Darlington. Lynn English 8-0 on the year, the number 1 seed here in D3 North. And they are coming off a 36-0 win last Saturday afternoon here at Manning Field against Winchester. Well, I'm Bill Newell along with Tim Kearns and Andrew Nicastro from Streamography.com. And Tim, just a quick thought from you on what we're looking at tonight.
This should be a good game. Much better than the previous game that we just finished seeing. Both teams are skilled, known for being big, fast, strong. So this is going to be a tug of war. Who's going to come out at the end?
All right, what we'll do here is we'll step aside. We have a message. We'll come back. We'll hear from Lynn English coach Chris Carroll, and then a little bit later on our pregame show, we'll also hear from Dwayne Sixberry, the head football coach at Billerica High School. Stay with us here on MSONewSports.com.
Hi folks, this is Gerard Moynihan of Moynihan Lumber. Our company has been proud to have supported high school sports on the North Shore for more than 30 years. Our student-athlete program recognizes championship performance in the classroom and on the field. Moynihan Lumber is also committed to championship performance when it comes to meeting all your building and home improvement needs. And if you're planning to change your kitchen, please visit our kitchen cabinet showrooms at any of our 3 locations: in Beverly, North Reading, or Plastown, New Hampshire, or at MoynihanLumber.com.
Stronger, faster, tougher. When you need the MVP of community banks, look no further than the Institution for Savings, with 14 full-service offices throughout the North Shore. We have MVP rates and an all-star team to serve you. Bank from the ball field with our 24/7 online application apps, internet banking, mobile deposit, and more. Institution for Savings, your winning team. Visit institutionforsavings.com, member FDIC, DIF, equal housing lender.
People come in, take a seat, you're really in for a treat at Sylvan Street. A great place to eat and drink and meet with family and friends at Sylvan Street. We'll treat you right, day or night, satisfy your appetite. Eat, drink and chill at the Sylvan Street Grill.
Catch a game with friends, meet for lunch, cocktails after work, or a romantic dinner for 2. Whatever your plan to do it at Sylvan Street Grill in Peabody and Salisbury. See you at Sylvan Street.
Eat, drink, and chill at the Sylvan Street Grill.
Hi folks, this is Gerard Moynihan of Moynihan Lumber. Our company has been
Coach Carroll, undefeated right now, going into the second round of the playoffs. What's it like?
It's good. It's good to be playing these kind of games. We're in November now. Kids are working hard. They've worked hard all season, and we're real happy to be here. And we're really excited for Friday night.
Tell me about Billerica. What do you know about them?
I was able to see them live. Able to see some film on them. They're a big, strong, physical team. They do a lot of things well. Seem like a well-coached team, and they get some strong backs. They're a good football team.
So they'll run the football or try to.
They'll run. They can they can throw the ball. They're a well-balanced offense. Defensively, they're a good football team. They've had some success in the previous years. Play a tough schedule. Play in a tough conference. They're a good football team.
Coach, we talked a couple of times about the season that you guys are having and being undefeated right now. But if you were to look at the team from last year to this year, or look at real strengths, what are some real strengths of this team and improvements?
One for sure is the team chemistry in regards that, and some leadership. And that's not to say anything against previous year's teams. It's just this. We have a little bit more of that this year. The kids, they're together a lot. They work hard together, for the common goal. Leaders. It's not just our captains. We could have there's a lot of kids on this team that lead, and they do a great job of it. They're self-motivated, and they want to win.
As far as the matchup with Billerica, do they present something new to English that you guys have not seen so far this year from one of the other league opponents?
Not necessarily anything new. We've faced a variety of offenses. So I wouldn't say anything in particular that's brand new to us. It's not like they do anything completely different. But they pose their share of challenges for sure.
Coach, any other thoughts about your team and how you're getting ready for this week's game?
No, we're just working hard. Getting better every day at practice. Today's a big work day for us, and we're excited for Friday night.
Gloucester House Restaurant at historic Seven Seas Wharf, 63 Roger Street, Gloucester. This is owner Lenny Linquata.
We provide service and product better than anybody else. It comes directly from our boats right to your plate. We have fishermen that work great for us. We are wholesalers that we buy what we want to serve to our customers, and we put the rest of it right out in the market.
The Gloucester House Restaurant. Visit thegloucesterhouse.com.
This is the freshest seafood you can get from our boats to your plate.
Harrington Trophy has been rewarding the North Shore for over 20 years with quality custom awards and apparel. We pride our business on our exceptional customer service, quality products, and speedy turnaround time. We're known for our local family business, providing
Since I have been elected, we have made progress. The city is growing, but there is much work to still do. Small businesses are flourishing, we've created local jobs, and continue to fight for working families all across Lynn. I have responded personally to over 1,000 constituent requests, but the work doesn't stop there. We need to keep our streets safer and our neighborhoods cleaner. We have to maintain our public services while keeping taxes affordable. The people of Lynn deserve a high level of representation. I am Brian LaPierre, and I'm running for re-election for Lynn City Councilor at Large. And I respectfully ask for one of your 4 votes on September 12th and Tuesday, November 7th.
Welcome back to Manning Field and Lynn. I'm Bill Newell along with Tim Kearns. There across the way is Billerica High School under the direction of Coach Dwayne Sixberry. Actually, we got a chance to talk to Coach Sixberry just the other day about his team and looking at some of the key players that he has on his team, both offensively and defensively. This is Coach Dwayne Sixberry from Billerica High School.
Yeah, we have 3 running backs. Ryan and Pat Quinn, they're twin brothers. They're just about 5'11", a little bit under 6 feet. They're 225-pound kids, and they're big and physical. And then our other tailback, Cliff Lewis, is 6 feet, and he's 235 pounds. So we have big opposing backs that, are physical, and, teams have trouble tackling them all for 4 quarters.
Yeah. Now, do you throw the ball much?
We can throw the ball, but we've been successful running it, so, we haven't thrown it as much as we have, the past 2 years. But we definitely have the ability to do it. Our quarterback, Tommy Landry, he does a good job, and we have some pretty good skill kids as wide receivers, and Morgan Mulcurran and Kevin Kennedy. So it's a good mix. It's a good blend to have.
Gotcha. Now, on the defensive side, of kind of the same type of question, what players would people notice right away if they watched a few series with your team?
Definitely notice Mickey Ricard, the defensive end, and number 2 Morgan Mulcurran, and then also the 2 Quinn brothers as both inside linebackers. They're very good.
All right, there is Coach Dwayne Sixberry from Billerica High School. Here is Rick Moore now live with us from Marblehead. What do you got happening up there, Rick?
Well, about 7 minutes left to go in the first half. Marblehead has scored on all 3 of its possessions so far in the first half. Wilmington has the ball right now from their own 41-yard line after an Andy Cloud touchdown. And we just marked this carry down here for about a yard. The scores have been Bill and Dinty Kane had a 32-yard field goal for Marblehead. Jack McGrath, a 24-yard touchdown run. Andy Clow, a 6-yard touchdown run. And Marblehead has about 155 yards of offense already here in the first half. They're leading 17-0 with 6:44 left to go first half.
I'm thinking Marblehead's getting better as the season's going on here. Is that your take, Rick?
Well, they're getting healthier. I think that may make a difference.
Yeah, I got you. All right, well, check back with us anytime, okay?
Very good.
Okay. That's Rick Moore, and he'll have reports for us. Now, we're starting later than they are. We're starting probably probably end up being about 45 minutes after that start in Marblehead. So we'll be able to keep you posted on that game, get the final and all the post-game stuff from Marblehead. And we'll also, standing by right now is our own Tim Kearns with a look at the first look of our Moynihan Lumber scoreboard on this Friday night.
Thanks, Bill. And the Moynihan Scoreboard update is brought to you by Moynihan Lumber in Beverly, North Reading, and Plastown, New Hampshire, marking its 26th year of the Moynihan Lumber Student Athlete Award. Moynihan Lumber supporting the academic and athletic excellence on the North Shore. Well, Everett is up to its usual Halloween hauntings. They are up 42-14 over Lexington at the half. Methuen is over Central Catholic 7-0. Masconomet, Lincoln Sudbury tied at 14. Chelmsford over North Andover 14-8. Most of these are second quarter halftime scores. As you just heard from Rick Moore, Marblehead over Wilmington 17-0. Stoneham over Shawsheen 22-14 in the early game here at Manningfield tonight. St. Mary's over Greater Lawrence 46-0.
And by the way, in that game, Calvin Johnson, 4 touchdowns. No, one. He got 3, I think, but he passed for another 2. There you go.
Another productive night for that.
Yeah, not bad night for Calvin.
He just keeps getting better and better.
I hope he gets it together soon.
All right, in non-playoff contest tonight, PPD over Haverhill 7-6. Wakefield and Gloucester tied at 6. Beverly over Revere 22-6 at the half. Pentucket over Boston Latin 14-0. Triton over Bedford 19-0. Ipswich Salem, last we had was 0-0. Fenwick has just taken a lead over Essex Tech 14-13. And Winthrop over Mystic Valley 8-6. And that's what we have so far, Bill.
All right, sounds good. We'll keep you posted on scores throughout the evening here on MSO News Sports. We'll get the skills that you need to be a leader in sports and recreation. That would be a master's degree in athletic administration from Endicott's Van Loan School. Prepares students for careers in schools, government agencies, nonprofit organizations, sports governing bodies, private sports clubs, and more. Van Loan's athletic admin program, master's program, is 100% online. Affordable tuition. Try a class before fully enrolling. Visit vanloan.endicott.edu/athleticadmin today. Brought to you tonight in part by the Van Loan School. As you look down below, Lynn English High School under the direction of head coach Chris Carroll on the near side with the maroon uniforms. The City of Lynn Marching Band is ready for our national anthem. We have the color guard. I believe that may be a combined color guard, but I believe it's the Lynn English High color guard. They do have a ROTC unit there at Lynn English High School. And across the way is Billerica High School under the direction of Coach Dwayne Sixberry. From Manning Field and Lynn, our national anthem. City of Lynn Marching Band with our national anthem from Manning Field and Lynn, just in front of this D3 North playoff game between Billerica and Lynn English High School. Well, after 40 years, the Porthole Restaurant is family-owned, operated, and loved. Enjoy waterfront dining, warm and friendly service in a casual atmosphere. Try their award-winning clam chowder or deep-fried pickles, the best on the North Shore. The Porthole Restaurant on the Lynnway in Lynn is the perfect place for your family to gather for a great event. As well as they have a well-appointed function room, and it's all available for booking for holiday parties, all coming up, the Porthole Restaurant. Also, one more note before we get going. The Lynn Museum, one of our sponsors for 2017, they have a banner on our website. You can click on that and get the very latest from the Lynn Museum. But they have Lynn Museum, Lynn Arts has an artist, Jeff Fioravanti from Lynn. It's called The Vision of Place of Souls, and it's its interpretation. It's from Civil War art. It's a very unique display and exhibit at the Lynn Museum. You may want to check that out, as well as some of their other exhibits that they have at the Lynn Museum, right on 590 Washington Street in Lynn. Industry and craft, people that work in Lynn, and then collecting the artifacts of Lynn. So they have a number of different displays there. And one last thing, we'd like to also thank our great friends at Columbia Insurance, our partners there. They've been with us for a number of years, sponsoring North Shore Sports, Lynn football as well. Columbia Insurance. Now, they partner with some great companies. They provide personal, home, and auto policies, as well as a full line of coverage for business owners. Columbia Insurance, they have a banner on our website as well. You can click on that. There you will go. There's Lynn English players with their backs to you out for the coin toss. Matt Severance, number 4, their quarterback, and Jacob Miller, a co-captain, offensive guard and linebacker, number 53 out on the left there for the Bulldogs. Tim, I'm looking at this game for Lynn English High School, and we mentioned that they may not have been tested to their fullest last week in that playoff game against Winchester. But this is a team that's going to have to really put everything together. The running attack, the defense, and quarterback Matt Severance, who is so skilled, will kind of have to carve out what his role is going to be in tonight's game, because he can play a lot of different roles, from being, very almost unnoticeable at times in what he does with the football. But then on the other time, this 3-year starter, when he had a little less help alongside of him, was a very dominant run it in the backfield, scramble, pass, throw, but he's much more controlled and contained this year. And there he is jumping up with Prince Brown, one of his top receivers, number 11. And so this game is just about ready to begin. And there is kind of a playoff atmosphere here tonight for sure, Tim.
Oh, definitely. Again, you've Billerica, noted for, big, tough Middlesex,
Merrimack Valley.
Yeah. Those are almost interchangeable, because they're big towns, small cities with large high schools, a lot of kids to draw from, and traditionally they have large programs, very big, tough, physical programs, and they get better during the year, simply by playing within the league itself. It is such a tough league. English had a very good year this year. It all clicked for them. And again, a lot of times that they weren't challenged. This will be the biggest challenge they've had to face so far this year. Severance has been able to relax a little bit more in the pocket and not have to do everything, because English has been much more balanced this year. They've had a much better running game. His receivers have been much more reliable, so that he hasn't had to look down the field, check one receiver, and then tuck it and try to run and make something of the play.
This is Coach Dwayne Sixberry talking about Lynn English, his opponent here tonight.
I think that they're very well coached on defense. Usually city teams aren't as disciplined and do as good a job on the defensive side of the ball. And I think on offense they're very explosive. They can spread you out and throw the ball and run their quarterback and their running back. They can also line up with 2 tight ends and 2 wing backs and pound you. I'm impressed with their offensive lineman, number 73. I don't have his name off the top of my head, but I think he's one of the best around. He's very active, and he does a great job getting off the ball. He's good on defense. So they're definitely a very, very good team, and the reason why they're 8-0 is because they're well coached and they have a lot of good athletes, and they play hard.
There's the kickoff from Billerica to Lynn English, fielded back inside the 10-yard line and run back out to about the 19-yard line. Andrew Cicchiotti, the ticker for Billerica High School, and we are underway.
Yeah, Ishmael Bangura on the return. The ball sort of slipped by him, Bill, as he went to pick it up again. It was turning end over end. He had to go back, pick it up, and did a good job of getting out to the 19-yard line. It could have been a bit more disastrous than that. I have to tell you, well, wait real quick. Wakefield went on a 99.5-yard, 21-play touchdown drive against Gloucester a few moments ago.
Matt Severance works out of the shotgun, 2 wideouts each way with the ball at the 19-yard line, first down. Man in motion up top for English High School. That's Matthias Fowler. He's a freshman, but he has shown some real ability. If you're watching from Billerica, have not seen a lot of Lynn English, they have players that can go up and get the athletes and can go out and catch the ball. A guy to keep your eye on is this guy here, slotted to the left side. Prince Brown, number 11, standing right on that 20-yard line now.
Okay, a flag was thrown from the back judge right as the ball was snapped, and English got a 5-yard gain out of it.
Yeah. Oh, first down and 5. Here's a run play. Ski Gaston with it. He has the first down out to the 35-40. Gaston weaving around out to the midfield stripe, and he goes to the sidelines, and Ski Gaston with a 25-yard run to get things underway.
Yeah, well set up there. And again, it was off the right side, and once he got into the second level, things began to jam up, and he just cut and wiggled and squirmed and headed to the near sideline down in front of us for that big gain.
No huddle here. Severance rolling to the right side, left arm toss up ahead. The catch is made there by Tyshawn Anderson. Ahead down to the 30, to the 20, still on his feet, rambling down to the 10-yard line. So he has a 39-yard pass play. Tyshawn Anderson. So there you go, run and pass here for English High School, and they have the ball right down at the 10-yard line. First and goal for the Bulldogs. Matt Severance calling the signals. He'll keep it. He can do that. Cuts to the 5, to the 1, and into the end zone for a 10-yard touchdown run. Matt Severance. English striking fast with the game's first score here.
Well, that's the balance I was talking about, Bill. He got a big run. He had a short pass that was turned into a long gainer. Receiver did a good job of catching the ball, bringing it in, turning upfield immediately, and then now you've got them guessing. Running back, receiver, and he immediately tucks it and keeps it and gets around the corner, breaks a couple of tackles, and gets into the end zone. So there's that multi-headed dragon that has performed so well for English this year on display in the first drive. 3 plays, touchdown.
Bulldogs lining up to go for the 2-point conversion here. This is their tight look here with the wings each side. Handoff, a run play, sweep to the left side. It might be Gaston. He's not going to make it into the end zone for the conversion attempt. So that stops. That might have been, Ishmael Bangura, the ball carrier for the Bulldogs. Stopped there on the 2-point conversion. So the rush fails. And we are at 6-0. We're brought to you in part tonight by Moynihan Lumber. Moynihan Lumber featuring lumber, hardware, as well as their great kitchen showrooms. So this drive for English started on their 19-yard line, and it was capped by a 10-yard Matt Severance quarterback keeper for the touchdown. Great to have you with us on this Friday night. You can follow us on Twitter at MSONewSports. Check out our Facebook page and spread the word about the broadcast here tonight. I believe the MIAA takes over all video starting next week. But we will have radio coverage, and we do have 2 football games coming up tomorrow for you with radio coverage. Devin Curley getting ready to kick off for Lynn English after the touchdown to Billerica down to our left. Curley with number 5.
Number 1, Kevin Kennedy, and number 2, Morgan McCurran, back deep.
Kevin Kennedy is back deep for Billerica.
Kevin Curley kicking off for the Bulldogs.
It is the Billerica Indians. Kickoff, ground ball kick, fielded by an up back at the 34-yard line. A return of a couple of yards, but that is about it. That return was done by number 25, Nick Goltieri.
It listed at 5'7", 150.
Yeah, that looks about right.
He has to be the shortest 5'7" kid I've ever seen.
The shortest 5'7" kid?
Yeah, because that wasn't 5'7".
So, what do you think he's less than 5'7"?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, considerably.
Okay. All right, well, we apologize to the family, but that's my partner, Tim Kearns. He's harsh, he's tough. He will not get any harder hitting analysis than that.
Did you think he looks 5'7"?
I don't know, yeah.
I thought he was going to run underneath everybody. And
maybe in cleats he could be 5'7", right? But I guess they don't wear those so much here. Ball is on the 40-yard line. That's where it'll be for Billerica, their first possession of the night. English cruised from their 19 into the end zone with their very first possession. One thing English has done this year is played very solid defense. This is the Billerica quarterback, Tom Landry. They do like to run. Landry's a senior, 5'10", 185 yards. You hear Coach Sixberry talk about his twin running backs, if you will. Pat Quinn, 5'10", 230, a senior, and Ryan Quinn, his twin brother, 5'9", 215, senior. Also plays some tight end. Fake handoff, quick pass out to the left side for no gain. There's that English defense there again. That might have been Severance closing up and making that hit coming in. He's made some big hits in this season defensively.
I'll tell you what, but the thing he did is he stayed square to the receiver who took it out near the sideline and really didn't give him an option to go. He was able to move left or right because he kept his body square, kept a wide stance, and then he just attacked the receiver and brought him down.
Brett Encarnacio out as a wideout near side right, two wideouts to the left as well. English looking blitz, handoff to the running back, bounces around in the backfield, springs free, has a first down run up over midfield down into English territory at the 47 or 46 yard line. Boy, they spread it, looked pass, but ended up running it for the big first down.
I thought they had him bottled up and ready to take him down, and all of a sudden he came flying out of the far side of the pile.
Absolutely. Nice run for him. Down to the 46 of Lynn English High School, giving them the first down. Tom Landry, the quarterback, out of the shotgun, give to the halfback left side. That's Pat Quinn. He's stopped there. Looks like there might be a scramble for the football, but apparently not. That's offensive line for Billerica. As Mark Gentile at center, he's a senior, 5'8", 210. Travis Cole, a junior, at guard. Ryan Higgins, a senior guard, 6'2", 240. The tackles, John O'Neill, 6', 240, and Mike Avery, a sophomore, 5'11", 200 pounds. Wide out near side right this time. Two far side left, hash mark far side left as well. It's a keeper for the quarterback, Kennedy. He has about 5 more yards inside the 40 to the 39. 8:21 to go first quarter. English is leading here 6-0. They got the touchdown. Failed on the 2-point conversion rush. So both of these teams showing the ability to move. I think both of these teams have pretty solid defenses. And we mentioned Billerica coming in 5-3, but in a very tough Merrimack Valley Conference. They play a very tough Central Catholic team and so on. A flag falls. What are they doing here?
After the 5-yard penalty, it will be 3rd and 8 for the Indians. Ball at the Bulldog 44.
3rd and 8 as it ends up now. Coach Chris Carroll on the sidelines, standing out on the field at about the 46 there with a white shirt. In his 3rd season as head coach for English High. By far, this is his best season ever. 2 wideouts to the near side right, 1 far side left, and 2 halfbacks on each side of quarterback Tom Landry. And he gives to the running back on the right side. Is that Quinn, who dives his way up to down to the 41? Or was it
Quinn, 33?
It was Quinn, okay. Yep. So Quinn gets a few yards, and this will set up a 4th and 6.
Brought down by number 3, Ski Gaston, and number 9.
Ski Gaston, credited with a stop for Lynn English High School. And they're going for it. Landry calling the signals, wants to pass this time, and he's in trouble. His helmet ripped off, and he goes down. There's a flag, too. Let's see what this is.
That's going to be interesting because the English defender managed to get behind him and reach for him.
Yeah, this is not going.
And pulled on the helmet. It wasn't a face mask. He just sort of got on top of his head and pulled the helmet back.
I think this is going against the Bulldogs here.
So it's going to be interesting to see just how they interpret that particular action. Personal foul, face mask.
Okay.
I don't know how you can do a face mask behind the guy.
Yeah, if I, these things happen so quickly, it almost looked like he was, like you're right, he reached behind it and maybe had the top of the helmet above the eyes and pulled it off that way. So either way, I guess that's probably the right call to make. So it pushes the ball down to the 28-yard line where it'll be first down for Billerica. Solid team. Billerica Indians. Run play, halfback left side, charging ahead for just about 5 yards on the first down run. I think that's Cliff Lewis, the ball carrier. Defensively, Coach Sixberry singled out Emil Rossi, number 73, the defensive end for English High School. He's also an offensive lineman as well, number 73. So he's out there on defense for the Bulldogs. Quinn again. Quinn for 3 more yards. The defensive front for English High, Mason Jones, Alex Rodriguez, Alex Bennis, and Emil Rossi. Back in the linebackers, Jacob Miller, Ski Gaston, Isaac Ramirez. I think Jordan Garcia sees some action in there as well. Then back in the secondary, Seth Lukindo, Matt Severance, Tayshawn Anderson, and Prince Brown. Lukindo defending Delver here on the near side, the wideout at the 20-yard line there. This will be a third down and 4 for Billerica. Run play, first down yardage, down inside the 10, setting up a first and goal for the Indians.
Right now, Billerica is just firing off the ball, Bill, and just creating instant gaps, and the running backs are just hitting that hole, bang, 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 and they're getting into that second layer.
Yeah, that was Cliff Lewis again. Another run to the middle. Lewis spelling his last name Louis without the St. Louis in front of it.
Lewis up the middle.
Lewis again, but might have lost a yard there. Back to the 6-yard.
Alex Rodriguez. And number 77, Alan Grant. It will be second and goal from the Bulldogs 6.
Yeah, the key. One of the keys for English that I asked for Billerica is if you're making the first hit, you've got to hold the guy up. You've got to wrap him up low to give your teammates a chance to get there and to finish off the tackle.
Landry from the shotgun to snap a little bit high, pulls it down, and gives it off. I think it's to Pat Quinn on his left side. Ahead inside the 5 to about the 3. We have a timeout called. No, Lewis, the ball carrier. So it's Lewis, the 5'9", 200-pound senior running back, and a time is called here late in the first quarter, with Lynn English leading 6-0. Not too late though. 4:47 to play. Tomorrow we're in Hamilton, Wenham, and we're in Tewksbury for football coverage here on MSO News Sports. Coach Jim Pugh and Hamilton Wenham football playing host to Arlington Catholic. That's a 2 o'clock kick there. You'll hear that game right here on MSO News Sports. And then at 2:30, Marty Smith and this guy Tim Kearns will be in Tewksbury for the Danvers-Tewksbury game. Don't forget to set your clock back, Tim, this weekend.
Is it really?
Yep, this is the weekend. You didn't know that? Yeah.
I'm retired.
All right, we will get this snap here with Billerica on the 3-yard line, and then we're going to check in with Rick Moore in just a second here from Marblehead with the latest on the Marblehead game. Landry from the shotgun, hands off. This again is Cliff Lewis. He's down to the 1, and here's Rick Moore. Rick, what's going on in Marblehead?
Well, it's now 24-0 Marblehead. Toward the end of the first half, good punt by Wilmington put Marblehead back at their own 1-yard line, but 11 plays later, they're 99 yards in the end zone. Tim Cronin, 22 yards out, 24-0 Marblehead at the half.
All right. Thanks, Rick. Ball back to the 3. This is a 4th and goal to go. Can English make this big stop? And it would be huge right now, early going into tonight's game. Landry from the shotgun. This is a run play. Lewis turns the left corner, but does not turn the corner. He's taken down by Matt Severance.
Great job of stringing that play out, Bill. As you can see, if you get the video going. Who was it? Cliff Lewis had to keep stretching it out, trying to find the corner. Never was able to find it. Severance shooting up from his secondary position. Found the gap, wrapped him up, dropped it for the loss. Really good play by the English defense, stretching the field laterally.
Big play. That is the big play in the game right now, because it really potentially is almost like a 2-score kind of play, in the sense you take a score away from a potential score away from Billerica, and you get the ball back yourself, where you might be able to pop one on the board. They will start here back at their own 6 or 7. Looks like they're marking at the 7-yard line, and they run on first down.
Well, in a shocking final, Bill Everett wins 49-14 over Lexington.
That was on the road too, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, they toughed it out on the road, huh?
Yeah, a lot of people thought the Lexington would be able to put some points up on Everett, but nobody around has faced a team quite the scale of Everett any time this year in the state.
This is the English tight look here that they do, with the wing taking the handoff and a run up over the 15-17, close to a first down.
Yeah, it is going to be very, very close, Bill.
Total Marblehead yards here, 256. Wilmington 106 in that game. Rick just letting us know. Wow. First down, English. Offensive line, Alex Rodriguez, senior. Jacob Miller, senior. Andrew Blass, senior. Alex Brennis, junior. And Emil Rossi, a senior. Jordan Garcia also rotates in there on the offensive line. Just under 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. English leading 6-0. Again, this is their tight look. They try to run the football. Double wing look. Inside handoff. I think this is Ski Gaston out to the 20, maybe 2 yards if he's lucky.
Not to hop on Everett, but Everett has scored 91 points in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Some teams don't score that the entire year.
Just inside the Lynn English 21.
So this will be a second down in just about 8. Number 4, quarterback Matt Severance, a 3-year starter, a junior for Coach Chris Carroll. Prince Brown going split end out far side right. 2 wideouts coming near side left here. As they go back into that spread package, this is Ski Gaston. Had a big run early in the game. Gets it out to the 27. He's close to a first down, but I think will be a good solid 1 yard short.
Yeah, a good wrap up by the defense there to prevent that first down. He had a head of steam working. The next big timeout that we get, I'll update the Moynihan scoreboard for everybody.
3rd down 1. Severance on the keeper with the first down. Turns the corner to the 45 and the 47.
Great job by Severance there, Bill, because one, it was a high snap, and he had to bring it, and luckily didn't get over his head. He was able to get up, catch it, bring it in, control it. The play was busted at that point. He just takes off to the left. As he's coming to the far corner to make the turn, he starts to stumble. He's able to catch himself and then continue for over another 10, 12 yards. Great run.
Again, the spread look here. Mathis Fowler in motion, number 1. Comes out of the backfield. The pass going his way, incomplete.
Yeah, that was a bad pass by Severance. It was behind Fowler. Nearly got him killed. He reached back for it. And the defensive back, number 25, just come up and labeled him.
If he doesn't reach back and knock that down, that could have been an interception, maybe a pick six right there.
Quite possibly.
47.
Talked earlier in the year with Matt Severance about his play, and he has been much safer, so to speak, in that backfield with his team protecting him, allowing him to do what he needs to do to either hand off or throw the football. Gaston again, I think, down to the 48 of Billerica. Nope, that was Ishmael Bangura. Less than a minute to go, just under a minute to go, first quarter.
Stopped by number 75, John O'Neill.
In the backfield now is Ski Gaston, along with Tyshawn Anderson. Anderson going out as a slot.
Ball at the Indians, 48.
This will be a 3rd down and 5. This is a big play for Coach Carroll and quarterback Matt Severance. A little snap a little bit high. Here's Ski Gaston ahead to the 44. He's going to be short of the first down by 1 yard, I believe. Needed to get to the 43, and he's clearly got just shy of the 44. 17 seconds to play in the quarter. Here's a keeper, Severance for the first down run. Let's see if he got it. He's very close. Bulldogs say he has it, including big number 73, Emil Rossi.
You argue with him. Because he is
You think I could persuade him otherwise, so to speak?
No, I don't think so.
Official timeout for a measure.
No, they'll measure this. This is close. I can see why the players were waving it initially. It looked like maybe he did have it, but this will be very close.
Well, Beverly's finally gotten back into the win column with a 29-14 win over the Revere Patriots in Revere.
First down, Lynn English. And just 7 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Play good for a Bulldog. First down.
Lynn English is leading here 6-0. This is their second possession of the night. Scored on their first possession starting at their 19-yard line. They started this one. They started on their 4, didn't they, Tim? Was it the 4? Yeah. There's the quarter ending. So the quarter has come to an end, and here at Manning Field in Lynn in the D3 North playoff game, MIAA football playoff game, it is Lynn English 6 and Billerica nothing here on MSO News Sports. Stronger, faster, tougher. When you need the MVP of community banks, look no further than the Institution for Savings, with 14 full-service offices throughout the North Shore. We have MVP rates and an all-star team to serve you. Bank from the ball field with our 24/7 online application apps, internet banking, mobile deposit, and more. Institution for Savings, your winning team. Visit institutionforsavings.com, member FDIC, DIF, equal housing lender. The Bradford Tavern in Raleigh is unique, with modern touches in a rustic setting, offering the finest steaks, the freshest seafood, and many quality daily specials. Serving lunch and dinner, the Bradford Tavern is open Tuesday through Sunday, 11:30 a.m. to midnight, closed Mondays. The restaurant features 2 separate function rooms, ideal for every need, including business meetings, bridal and baby showers, or any special event. The Bradford Tavern is located at 87 Haverhill Street, Route 133 in Raleigh, and online at bradfordtavern.com. The first play of the second quarter will be a 1st and 10 for Lynn English High School at the Billerica 43-yard line. Spread offense here by Coach Chris Carroll. Matt Severance at quarterback in the shotgun, a halfback set to his left side, and 2 wideouts each way. That's Mathis Fowler in motion, but it's a run play to the 40 or 36-yard line, and a flag falls. Official on the near side here on the linesman firing down the flag. It ended up being about a 6-yard or 7-yard gain for, I think it was Ski Gaston. Personal foul, face mask, Billerica. So now each team has had that call go against them. And that's a big one here because it gives English the football, pushes them well into to the 21 of Billerica.
Yeah, that was just a mash of people. I'm not sure how you could see it, but
After the penalties assessment.
Certainly aids the edge English cause right now as they look to tack another scorer on. And there's an offside for Billerica. Big number 66, just a little bit too anxious there. Came firing across the line and made contact.
That's
Ryan Higgins.
Yeah, the nose right there, Higgins. Big defensive line. James Einerson, John O'Neill, Mickey Ricard, and Caden Dennehy. Ryan Higgins in the middle there at the nose for Billerica. Sam Sartella, linebacker. Nick Gultieri, sophomore linebacker as well. Secondary includes Nate Young, Morgan Mulcairn, and Colby Cyrus. Severance handing off. Running play, Ski Gaston to the 10. Diving his way to the 7.
Number 3, Ski Gaston on the carry.
That will be a first down for English. They'll set up a first and goal.
36, Ryan Quinn.
Yes. Okay. 30. Let's see here. In the second quarter, Lynn English High. This is Severance on the keeper, weaving to the 7, cutting outside, but he was cut down right away. Good defensive play there.
Yeah, the right defensive end, 46 for Billerica. James Einerson. Cut across and blew that play right up.
Wow, that was a good play.
Yeah.
They play in a very tough league. They have, I think they have 6 players back for tonight's game that they did not have available for them last week. So their team trying to get something going here right now, and a stop would be huge for them here. Bulldog run play. Maybe to the 3. You see big Emil Rossi, number 73, leading the way in the blocking there.
I think that was Ski Gaston.
Yeah, it is Ski Gaston again.
Yeah, he was literally picking his way through the offensive line, trying to find a big enough gap to squirt into the end zone with. But while he was able to get to the second layer, he just couldn't find a hole. Closed up very, very quickly. Good job by the Billerica defense.
We're here in the second quarter. Late start here, part of a doubleheader at Manning Field in Lynn. St. Mary's winning big, 46-0 over Greater Lawrence in the first game here tonight. Quarterback sneak. This is Matt Severance getting near the goal line and going over the goal line for the touchdown.
You know, one thing about Severance, in addition to the mental maturation of his game, he's a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and again able to slip into the tackles, break tackles. If you're not getting on to him tightly, he's going to end up breaking loose for more yardage, and there it's more points.
3-yard touchdown run on the quarterback keeper, Matt Severance, number 4, hustling back onto the field. Yeah, he's not afraid of anything. I mean, when you watch him on defense with the hits that he has come up with this year, forced a huge fumble in the Beverly game earlier this year, which was a very telling game for the Bulldogs early on in the season. Kind of gave some kind of indication about what kind of year they could have. Now, English played in the Tier 3 in the Northeastern Conference, but it's a short league schedule, so they play other teams as well. But they have met their task. Probably their big league game would have been the win over in Swampscott several weeks ago. They played a very strong game in that contest. They lead right now 12-0, and we have a timeout called by Billerica, which will let me tell you folks about the skills that you need to be a leader in sports and recreation. A master's in athletic administration from Endicott's Van Loan School prepares students for careers in schools, government agencies, nonprofit organizations, sports governing bodies, private sports clubs, and more. Van Loan's athletic administration program is 100% online with affordable tuition. Try a class before fully enrolling. Visit vanloan.endicott.edu/athletic-admin today. English huddling with Coach Chris Carroll on the near side here. Billerica over on the far side, led by Coach Dwayne Sixberry. Good crowd on hand here tonight as well. Near side stands, pretty good crowd here tonight.
Oh, it's great weather. You know, generally November 3rd, you expect the temperatures to be a little bit cooler than they are right now. This is light jacket or shorts and t-shirt weather.
Yeah, we've been very lucky this fall for sure.
And we're probably going to pay for it too.
Probably some point, yes. 2-point conversion attempt for the Bulldogs after the touchdown. And it is Ishmael Bangura diving in for the 2-point conversion. Set up as the wing left, and Bangura goes in for the 2 points. Makes it 14-0, Lynn English. On kind of a windy night here.
Yeah, just heard a sudden gust of wind pop up through the headphones.
Yes, we did.
You know, especially in playoff football, and especially when you're really evenly matched, you really need to score on every opportunity that is presented to you. And Billerica missed. We have a door to the outside, as you can tell, that is closing by the changing of the air pressure. When someone goes in and goes out and doesn't hold on to the door, that little slams in the background that you're hearing. But they had an opportunity. They were inside the 5-yard line. They couldn't punch it in on a 4th down play. English takes the ball and goes 96 yards and punches it in.
This will be Devin Curley to kick off for English. To Billerica. Two deep guys standing right back at their own 20. It's where the wind is blowing here. I was missing the flag here right now. Do you see the wind, Tim?
Flag is blowing our way.
Okay. Crosswind here. Here's
it's swirling.
Taken at the 23-yard line there by Mulcairn, I believe, to the 30 to the 39. Yes, that would be Morgan Mulcairn, one of the co-captains here. 5'8", 170-pound senior.
One thing I really enjoy about watching Billerica, it's straight ahead.
Yeah,
you know, it is power football. We're going to line up, and even on the kickoff, we're going right at you. It's man on man. It's straight ahead blocking, and the running backs are just going to go look for the lane and hit it. And they've been able to break quite a few English tackles here in the first half.
Quarterback Tom Landry from the shotgun. Pass out on the right side. Completion, 10 yards. First down there. Run down over midfield down to the 48-yard line. Eight minutes, 48 seconds to play first half. Mulcairn, the receiver there. Landry again out on the right side. Another catch down to the 40. Well, Coach Sixberry in our pregame interview that is posted on the website definitely saying that, well, we like to run the football, but we can pass. And there you go. There's Tom Landry with 2 quick pass completions here. So set up a second down and about 3 wideouts each way for quarterback Landry. Inside handoff, though. That might be Lewis, the ball carrier. He's got a first down. Injured English player. Yeah, Cliff Lewis, the 5'9 senior, 200-pound running back, who's down here for English. Flag is down here as well. We have a flag on the field on the near side here. Don't forget, tomorrow, 2 games here on MSO News Sports. Hamilton Wenham hosting Arlington Catholic, 2 o'clock kickoff. Rick Moore will have the game for you here on MSO. And then Marty Smith and Tim Kearns will be up in Tewksbury for the Danvers at Tewksbury game. Seems like every year the teams out of the Northeastern Conference have to go through Tewksbury.
Yeah, and add Billerica into the
Billerica
the mix now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day as I was reading through the local stories. And I'm thinking, are we ever going to have a year where we don't have to go up to those 2 cities and play these guys, especially Tewksbury? Beverly had to go through Tewksbury last year. Gloucester had to go through Tewksbury a number of times. Marblehead had to go through Tewksbury.
That's 5-0, right? Let's see that. Okay. Here is Landry wanting to throw again. It's back down, batted down. Is that Emil Rossi that knocked that down?
I think
yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yep, Rossi.
All the high fives and the pats from his teammates.
He drew the attention of Coach Sixberry in the scouting report. He definitely singled him out as somebody that they've got to keep an eye on. That time, the big Emil Rossi knocking down that pass. He didn't even have to go up all the way to knock that ball down. 6:05 to go, second quarter here. 14-0. Lynn English is leading. Billerica here with the ball down at the English 44-yard line with a third down here and about 7. Nothing there. Rossi again in on the stop here, part of the defensive team. There you see him celebrating in the backfield.
Yeah, they just got a great push right into the hole where Quinn was attempting to go. There was absolutely nothing for him to exploit.
Got to tell you, this English team, one of the things that is impressive about them, one of the many things that is impressive about them from the teams that we've seen the last couple of years is their defense has been very, very solid. There's a flag falling here, a delay of game, I believe, here. And this is, an illegal substitution. Kevin Kennedy to punt for Billerica. 5-yard penalty, setting up a 4th down and 14. Bill Newell, Tim Kearns with you here from Lynn's Manning Field. Beautiful facility here. City does a great job keeping this facility looking top shelf all the time. Snap from center, a bit high. Kennedy pulls it down, puts the right foot on the ball, and boy, he drills this punt. Great punt to the 10, takes a big hop. Takes a Billerica roll. They're right on it, too. They stop it at the 1. What an effective special teams play by Billerica High School and their kicker, punter, Kevin Kennedy. Right there, 5'9", senior.
Yeah, what you got to do is, great kick. But the coverage team has to get there, prevent the ball from rolling into the end zone, and get basically, outrun the ball, get behind it, make sure it doesn't go in, make sure you down it. Make sure you don't do anything to aid it into its on its way into the end zone. English did have a 96-yard drive, so can they replicate and go a little bit further this time? Yeah. We'll see. We know they have it in them.
90. They need the 99-yard drive here. They're leading 14-0 are the Bulldogs. And with the ball right on the 1-yard line, Severance will take the snap in the end zone with the running back Ski Gaston beside him on his left side. Severance, throws out over the middle. The catch is made, and this is a big yardage thing here. Is this Fowler? No, this is Tyshawn Anderson going all the way. A 99-yard pass. Matt Severance to Tyshawn Anderson for the touchdown.
Okay, they could do it. I'll tell you, a lot of times teams are looking to just get a little bit of breathing room. So the defense tends to play up a little bit tighter. If you can spring a receiver into the middle, perfectly thrown pass by Severance, perfect catch. And again, key part, in stride. So that Anderson didn't have to, gather himself in. He was able to split the safeties, and he was off to the races. And he kept his distance between the safeties that were chasing. And to their credit, they chased him all the way to the end zone. Neither of those two safeties gave up on the play.
Sometimes the safeties can run down these receivers, not that time. Devin Curley's point after kick is up, and that is no good.
Ooh, just off to the left. But 6 more points.
Yeah. 20-0 our score here. We're in the first half, 6:55 to play in the first half here at Manning Field in Lynn. Bill Newell here along with Tim Kearns. Well, after 40 years, the Porthole Restaurant is family-owned, operated, and loved. Enjoy waterfront dining, warm and friendly service, and a casual atmosphere. Try their award-winning clam chowder or deep-fried pickles, the best on the North Shore. The Porthole Restaurant on the Lynnway in Lynn is the perfect place for your family to gather for a great time. Plus, they have a well-appointed function rooms there, and course, they're booking for holiday events coming up here in the weeks ahead.
They don't call it the pub anymore? I've noticed that you do.
No, I don't. I guess not. I think it's just a restaurant, yeah?
Oh.
Those were the old days, boy.
Great place. Still a great place to go, folks.
Yeah. Right on the water. Beautiful day tomorrow and Sunday, actually. Take advantage of it. So here will be Devin Curley's kick to Billerica. 3 touchdowns here for the Bulldogs in the first half. Defense has been tough as well. And for Billerica, that's probably the most frustrating thing right there, that they have not been able to get a point up on the board here. But they'll get the football back at least one more time here in this first half. Curley ground ball kick, touched by an up back, and he falls on it. So they'll have good field position here, will Billerica, at the 45.
Yeah, C.J. Sires, the ball was just a squib, went off of him, and he was, again, alert of mind to just turn, find the ball, and pounce on it. And again, they start off in really good field position, Bill.
Yep. Their 45-yard line. Timeout called here, I guess, with 6:55 to go. We talk a little bit about the Lynn Museum, Lynn Arts, and so on, and one of their exhibits that they have there is industry and craft, people that work at Lynn as they explore the different industries in Lynn, and they show the Shoe City as how it has contributed and revolutionizing inventions for the economy over the years. Check it out, 590 Washington Street, the Lynn Museum. Here's the direct snap to Landry, quarterback, fires out on the right side. There's a catch, short gainer, but now the run down up to midfield for a gain of 5 yards, and there are flags at the point of the tackle. We'll see what this is. It's very windy out there, Tim. We're getting quite a breeze kicking up here tonight.
Yeah, the flag is really starting to line. Once that play began to develop, and the quarterback looked outside for the receiver, he just bolted for the sideline, and receiver made the catch, turned to head upfield, and Miller was right on him. So great pursuit by, again, showing the speed. No flag. They were just kidding. Bill, we do have some updates on the Moynihan board. We can get a few of them in as we have some gaps in the play.
We'll get this play off here. So this ends up being a 2nd down and 5 for Billerica. Landry for the shotgun. Gives off to, this is either Quinn or Lewis. Quinn.
Yep. All right, so the prep game was not over. It's 49-21. We're probably about 4 minutes left to go.
Who's winning that?
The prep.
Okay.
Yeah, the prep. Everett over Lexington. 49-21. And we'll come back with the other playoff scores in a moment.
First down. Landry, quick pass out on the right side. The catch is made, but the tackle is right there as well. But about a 7-yard gain there.
Yeah, it's just a quick hook. He goes down, drives the defensive back off him, and Morgan Mulcairn on the tackle for English.
No, the catch.
Oh, that was a receiver.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And he just goes about 7 yards downfield, turns, and the quarterback is the ball's on its way because he knows where he's going to be.
Lewis, the ball carrier, down to the 35, very close to the first down, which would be the 34.
Yeah,
see where they mark that down.
You had 22 players in an area of about 4 square feet as everybody just jammed the line.
Well, they did not get the first down, but they're in 4-down territory here. So the Indians, this is their game right now. The pound it, grind it game on the ground. 2 wideouts, far side right, 2 backs in the backfield along with quarterback Tom Landry. Handoff to the right halfback. There's a first down run right there to the 31 or 32.
Just tough inside running. They used the quick out pass to get to the sidelines. They haven't even tried to run outside out, I don't think, with any of the running backs tonight. These guys are straight ahead. These guys are bulldozers.
Yeah, Pat Quinn there, ball carrier there. And a procedure call here, I believe, will be coming here against timeout. English called a timeout from the sideline. Coach Carroll seeing his player getting a little bit slow getting off the field. So before the snap, They did call the time.
Yeah, one thing the quarterback, Tom Landry, does really, really quick, Bill, as he comes up from behind the side, he's already cocking that arm to throw the ball. He knows he's going to go to the sideline. He knows his receiver has driven the defender off of him, and he's going to be turned around. So he's already looking. He's already turning, looking for the spot. The ball is up and ready to go, and it's out of his hands really quickly.
Morgan Mulcairn is the wideout far side right. And Landry with the two backs beside him. Looks like Lewis on the near side left. Direct snap. Quinn takes the handoff. Bending to the 30. Might not have a gain on that one. English defense is there.
He may have gotten 6 or 7 inches, but he was tripped up in the backfield, sort of lost his balance, was able to impel himself to the line of scrimmage, but by then the English defense had recovered.
Wideouts out to the right side. Kevin Kennedy is slotted to the right side. Landry wants to pass, fakes to the right, now does with a left-hand toss, way down on the right side. It's knocked down, incomplete for Lynn English High School. Couldn't pick it off, but did make sure he batted it down so it was not a catch. Prince Brown will find himself going down that way as a receiver as well, but here on defense, playing them back in the secondary. Offensive line for Billerica High School: Mark Gentile, senior center; Ryan Higgins, senior guard; Travis Cole, junior guard; Mike Avery, sophomore tackle; John O'Neill, senior tackle. O'Neill on the left side there. 3 receivers far side right. Tom Landry, senior quarterback. Looks to the right. Little rush there. Catch is made by Kennedy. Comes back inside, but he doesn't get much. English defense there. Ski Gaston in there on the tackle, as well as the big linebacker for English High School, Jake Miller.
Yeah, this English defense has certainly stiffened up in these last several plays. Just not giving them any room to accomplish anything. Okay, well, we have a moment. Okay, we had the Everett Lexington score. It is 31-7, Central Catholic over Methuen. Lincoln Sudbury has scored 45 consecutive points after Masconomet took a 14-0 lead. 45-14, Lincoln Sudbury.
4th down here in about 10. Landry rolling left. Left-hand toss. Catch is made at the 17, 16, 15. That'll be a first down.
Nice rollout to his throwing side. Throwing on the run.
That was a very good play right there. Mulcairn with the reception for Billerica, getting them down to the 14-yard line, setting up a 1st and 10 there. Huge play there by quarterback Tom Landry and Billerica High School.
In other playoff action, North Andover, Chelmsford over North Andover, 21-15. Marblehead 24-0 over Wilmington. Linfield 19-7 over Newburyport. Shawshene is fast to take a 39-36 lead over Stoneham. Brighton has defeated Latin Academy 28-6, so they'll be taking on St. Mary's next week. And we'll have the non-playoff game scores at the next opportunity.
We do have a player down on the field. That's why we do have this delay.
Okay, so while we have this delay, let's look at the non-playoff scores, Bill. St. John's Prep was 14-7 over Lowell at the half. Peabody 21-13 over Haverhill. Yep. Cambridge over Medford 49-27. Wakefield over Gloucester right now 20-12. Beverly defeated Revere 29-14 as they gave you. Pentucket defeated Boston Latin 37-0. Triton, last score we had was 19-0 over Bedford. Salem 27-8 over Ipswich. Fenwick 26-16.
Hand off to Lewis. He bulls his way down to the 6-yard line on the first down run. For English High School, the injured player was Seth Lucindo, the number 17 in the secondary. So you get that ball is, I guess, maybe at the 7. So it'll be a 2nd down and 3.
Okay, that Bishop Fenwick score was 26-16 over Essex Tech. And Winthrop, good friend Sean Driscoll, his team victorious and leading Mystic Valley 23-6. So there you have your updates on the Moynihan scoreboard.
Quarterback Landry. This time, what do they got? The three-man stack eye behind the quarterback. Love this setup. They give us to the tailback, but English is there to make the stop. Probably lost a yard on that. Maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He never reached his blockers as English is overwhelmed at the point of attack and swallowed him up.
There's a name of a legendary old North Shore coach that used to run that play when he coached at Salem High School, Tim. Ken Perrone.
Ken
Perrone. I think he's still around.
Yeah.
Very much still around. But would put that three-man stack eye out there at time. We've seen other teams do that as well this year. But it's a nice formation for different purposes here. 2:20 to go in the first half here. 20-0 our score. Lynn English is leading. They're trying to make a big stop here late in the first half against the Indians of Billerica. We're brought to you in part tonight by Columbia Insurance. Columbia Insurance, right in Lynn, but serving the North Shore. And they just partner with some great companies. They provide great service, very professional, home and auto policies for individuals, as well as a full line of products for business owners. So you want to check out and check in with John Olson down there at Columbia Insurance of Lynn.
Okay, Bill, I have my innocuous score of the night.
All right, let me put my helmet on.
Western Mass Division III semifinal. Number 1 Central Football defeated number 4 Chicopee Comp 49-6. More at 11.
Film at 11. Again, that three-man stack eye. Quarterback rolling out. Pass rush is there. They take him down at the 20.
He was
on third down.
He was surrounded by 3 English defenders. I've got a couple of numbers. Number 9, Isaac Ramirez. Number 53, Jake Miller. 2 of the 3 in on that. I mean, he was just simply surrounded. He had no opportunity, Landry did, to get rid of that ball. It was a triangle. One to either side, one in the middle, and they just all met at Landry.
Both linebackers coming in there. They were going after the quarterback that time. And this will be a 4th down here. Where did they mark this football here? Did they mark it? Is it back at the 20? Okay, I thought it was further back than that.
I thought so too.
Maybe they get the forward progress or whatever, but they're marking it.
It was a pass play. There was no forward progress.
Yeah, it was a deep drop. Yeah, whatever. So it's 4th down here and 15. They can get a first down at the 4.
Yeah. The English coaches are like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" They all had their hands up, like,
Well, I can't believe they would move the football now, the spot of the football. Oh. Rick Moore is joining us now live from Marblehead. What's up, Rick?
All right, Bill. Well, the Wilmington fans here are not very happy. There are a million of them, man. This place is crowded. But some very strange calls. Looked like they had the onside kick to start the second half, but the officials took it away, and they've done that several times tonight on Wilmington. However, Wilmington has just put together a 20-play, 90-yard touchdown drive, finished off by Benoit going into the end zone from a yard out, Connor Benoit. And so now the score with 1:49 left to go in the third, it's Marblehead 24 and Wilmington 6. Marblehead has had the ball for just 3 plays in the second half so far.
Wow, little comeback. We're 20-0 right now. Lynn English leading with a minute 23 to go in the first half.
Okay.
All right. Rick Moore live with us there from Marblehead. The ball is right on the 20-yard line, where it'll be a 4th down. I thought it was back at the 32.
Yeah.
Not the 32-yard line, but around the 30. All right. Here's the receivers stacked on top of one another here. 4th down play here. Second handoff? No, they don't hand off. The throw to the end zone incomplete on 4th down. English takes over on downs. Well, a lot of trickery there. Well-designed play. Nearly went, but it was just a little overthrown. And again, we have a pretty ferocious wind right now that Tom Landry would have to be battling with in some fashion. Yeah, the wind is at his back right there, and the ball was a little overthrown. So that's that. change of possession on downs. Lynn English takes over here. They will try to close out this first half. Now, sometimes we've looked at different teams, Tim, and we say, oh, they're going to, get the ball, get the clock running, not put the knee down, but play it kind of conservative to try to close out the first half. Maybe get a first down if you need it, or go wide full board with the pass play. Here's Severance handing off. So they go conservative here on the first play. But we saw them do this in Swampscott several weeks ago. They do that play, and then they came out with the package where they fired down over the middle for the long pass play, and they do have a 99-yard touchdown pass already here tonight from Matt Severance to Tyshawn Anderson, that coming earlier in this quarter.
Well, you can surprise them, go for the 6, let the clock run down. You're in control of the game right now. Don't do anything that jeopardizes that. A turnover, short field, quick score. Suddenly, Billerica feels they're back in the game, and they have some momentum coming out in the second half. So, but you never know. Coaches may go, okay, they're going to think we're going to run it a couple of times, get them sucked up, and then pop it over the top like we did the last time we had the ball.
Yeah. But again, that wind could be a factor. It could be a factor in punting as well, should that ever become a necessity for English here with 1:04 to go in the first half. Short gainer. Rick Moore is with us back from Marblehead. Rick?
Onside kick by Wilmington after they scored a touchdown to make it 24-6. One play, 40 yards, touchdown pass from Graham Smith to Justin Frazier, and Wilmington has scored 2 touchdowns within 13 seconds, and they're back in the game 24-14.
All right, Rick, we'll be in touch. Wow.
Don't go away. Don't blink.
Another run play. So they've been playing it conservative, but they do get a first down out of this, and that's all they needed right now with 30 seconds to go in the first half. Just gutting it out. Well, you got to give this English offensive line a lot of credit this year. They've been very solid. They've delivered for Coach Carroll in what he's wanted to do. Be more than just a scrambling passing team and an occasional big run play. They've been a consistent offensive team this year. Handoff inside. Or no, Severance still has it, and he goes down.
Yeah, he was looking for Tyshawn Anderson again, but he was well covered.
Down on the left. And that'll do it for the first half.
Bill, did you get your 50-50s for where is it? No, I just had it here. Oh, for the Kennebunk, Maine 50-50?
I did not get it, no.
They just posted the winning numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Matt.
They might have had them.
Matt Severance with 2 touchdown runs in the first half, and then a 99-yard touchdown pass to Tyshawn Anderson for the 3 strikes for Lynn English High School. So we're at the half here in Lynn at Manning Field. The score, Lynn English 20, Billerica nothing in the MIAA Division III North playoff game. Along with Tim Kearns, I'm Bill Newell, along with Andrew DeCastro. We'll step aside. We're back with more at the half here from Manning Field.
People come in, take a seat. You're really in for a treat at Sylvan Street. A great place to eat and drink and meet with family and friends at Sylvan Street. We treat you right, day or night. Satisfy your appetite. Eat, drink, and chill at the Sylvan Street Grill.
Catch a game with friends, meet for lunch, cocktails after work, or a romantic dinner for 2. Whatever your plan to do it at Sylvan Street Grill in Peabody and Salisbury. See you at Sylvan Street.
Eat, drink, and chill at the Sylvan Street Grill.
Stronger, faster, tougher. When you need the MVP of community banks, look no further than the Institution for Savings. With 14 full-service offices throughout the North Shore, we have MVP rates and an all-star team to serve you. Bank from the ball field with our 24/7 online application apps, internet banking, mobile deposit, and more. Institution for Savings, your winning team. Visit institutionforsavings.com, member FDIC, DIF, equal housing lender.
Hi folks, this is Gerard Moynihan of Moynihan Lumber. Our company has been proud to have supported high school sports on the North Shore for more than 30 years. Our student-athlete program recognizes championship performance in the classroom and on the field. Moynihan Lumber is also committed to championship performance when it comes to meeting all your building and home improvement needs. And if you're planning to change your kitchen, please visit our kitchen cabinet showrooms at any of our 3 locations: in Beverly, North Reading, or Plastown, New Hampshire, or at MoynihanLumber.com.
Since I have been elected, we have made progress. The city is growing, but there is much work to still do. Small businesses are flourishing, we've created local jobs, and continue to fight for working families all across Lynn. I have responded personally to over 1,000 constituent requests, but the work doesn't stop there. We need to keep our streets safer and our neighborhoods cleaner. We have to maintain our public services while keeping taxes affordable. The people of Lynn deserve a high level of representation. I am Brian LaPierre, and I'm running for re-election for Lynn City Councilor at Large, and I respectfully ask for one of your 4 votes on September 12th and Tuesday, November 7th.
Harrington Trophy has been rewarding the North Shore for over 20 years with quality custom awards and apparel. We pride our business on our exceptional customer service, quality products, and speedy turnaround time. We're known for our local family business, providing custom trophies, plaques, screen printing, embroidery, and much more. Everything from engraving wedding gifts, medals for charity walks, Little League and Pop Warner trophies and shorts. Come see us at 557 Chestnut Street in Lynn, Mass. 781-599-3700.
This is the City of Lynn Marching Band performing at the half here. After 3 quarters in Marblehead, it's Marblehead 24, Wilmington 14, so they're now moving to the 4th quarter there. We're at the half here in Lynn, where 8-0 Lynn English High School has a 20-0 lead over Billerica High School. The scoring in the first half, Matt Severance scoring on the team's first possession early. A 96-yard drive, but Severance going in from 10 yards out on the quarterback keeper. The 2-point conversion rush failed. Then Matt Severance ran in the second quarter from 3 yards out. Bangura tagged on the 2-point conversion rush for the Bulldogs. And then also in the second quarter, Matt Severance threw a 99-yard pass to Tyshawn Anderson after Billerica had a tremendous punt that gave English the football on their 1-yard line. And how does Severance respond? Well, that's it. The 99-yard touchdown pass down over the middle to Tyshawn Anderson. The kick failed, and it was 20-0, and that's our halftime score. And talking about scores, there's nobody more tuned into so many scores. I mean, this man has a. A
few moments ago, just going to give you some updated scores that have come in. Masconomet got on the board for the first time since going ahead 14-0. They now trail Lincoln Sudbury 52-21. A little bit, probably not unexpected from Lincoln Sudbury, as they are undefeated. They're a very, very good team. Let's see, Wilmington has crawled back into the game at Marblehead, having scored 2 touchdowns. As you heard Rick Moore report, in 13 seconds to trail 24-14. Stoneham has taken the lead again from Shawsheen. They now lead 44-39. And there's just a couple more. Peabody has stretched its lead back to 28-16 over Haverhill. And Essex Tech has closed the gap to 26-19, trailing Bishop Fenwick. So those are the updated scores that we have. And talking about this, we're waiting for Dick Newton to come in, the athletic director from Lynn English, a longtime friend, and I coached against him for several years in the Northeastern Conference. Dick took over the AD's job, and Gary Malia gave it up to become an administrator, more than a school administrator. So we'll wait for Dick, but any surprises, Bill, for you?
Well, I was expecting. I have a lot of respect for Billerica. I think they play in a tough league. You know, they had some hardships. You know, they had lost some players earlier in the season, and now they're back. And you know, so I think they're a solid team. But But again, what we're seeing here tonight, Tim, and we've seen it, I think in particular we've noticed it with both English and Classical this year, is that their defenses are really kind of top shelf defenses. And especially, I mentioned this earlier in our broadcast, English, when they played Swampscott, made some defensive plays that the old English teams, or teams that are really not the championship kind of teams, don't make. But they were making these plays, and you saw there, stopping Billerica down deep in the territory, forcing up the, getting the sack and whatever. All the little things that they do, they really did step up and have done a nice job.
Yeah, they certainly have, and they've shown their team. English has shown their team speed laterally, as we've seen early in the year when we did one of their games. Getting a great game out of Emil Rossi. He's just been a force in there. Couple of big stops, deflected pass, just what you want your big guy to do in the middle is to exert himself, and he's done that. Billerica is just like a fire truck. They get into a fire. It's forward. It's tossed to the wings, run the ball up the middle. And English has just come up and made key plays at key times to blunt Billerica's offensive drives. We saw them do it at the 4. We saw them do it just a couple of minutes ago before the half ended to take the ball away. So they're making the plays.
All right, what we'll do here is we'll step aside. We're at the half here. The score, Lynn English 20 and Billerica nothing in the MIAA Division III playoffs in the North Division. I'm Bill Newell along with Tim Kearns. We're back with more in just a moment.
Hi folks, this is Gerard Moynihan of Moynihan Lumber. Our company has been proud to have supported high school sports on the North Shore for more than 30 years. Our student-athlete program recognizes championship performance in the classroom and on the field. Moynihan Lumber is also committed to championship performance when it comes to meeting all your building and home improvement needs. And if you're planning to change your kitchen, please visit our kitchen cabinet showrooms at any of our 3 locations, in Beverly, North Reading, or Plastown, New Hampshire, or at MoynihanLumber.com.
Stronger, faster, tougher. When you need the MVP of community banks, look no further than the Institution for Savings, with 14 full-service offices throughout the North Shore. We have MVP rates and an all-star team to serve you. Bank from the ball field with our 24/7 online application apps, internet banking, mobile deposit, and more. Institution for Savings, your winning team. Visit institutionforsavings.com, member FDIC, DIF, equal housing lender.
People come in, take a seat, you're really in for a treat at Sylvan Street. A great place to eat and drink and meet with family and friends at Sylvan Street. We'll treat you right, day or night, satisfy your appetite. Eat, drink and chill at the Sylvan Street Grill.
Catch a game with friends, meet for lunch, cocktails after work, or a romantic dinner for 2. Whatever your plan to do it at Sylvan Street Grill in Peabody and Salisbury. See you at Sylvan Street.
Eat, drink and chill at the Sylvan Street Grill.
Hi folks.
Welcome back to Manning Field. There's the band exiting the field after the halftime ceremony. Tim Kearns is here along with me. I'm Bill Newell. Thanks so much for being with us.
What's new? Where's Dick?
So Billerica coming in here at 5 wins, 3 losses. Lynn English coming in here at 8-0, and the Bulldogs from Lynn English are leading here 8-0. Rather not 8-0. They're leading here 20-0 here at the half. All right, you got a chance to check in with John Hoffman. Did I hear you at the half here?
Yeah, he gave us a stat update. English has over 300 yards of offense in the first half alone. Billerica has 99. So there's quite a discrepancy there. Where, but again, English had nearly 100 yards on one play.
Yeah, third of it's on one play. Right.
On that picture-perfect play. Tyshawn Anderson, he was saying, has 2 catches for 138 yards. So, but again, English is showing its balance. Their running backs are getting yards. The offense, the passing game is when he needs it, is producing yards, and the defense is just doing its job.
Tim, I know you asked me a question earlier off the air, and I have the answer for you. Want me to give you the answer now?
Sure.
On the air?
On the air. Go ahead.
The answer is Danvers. You don't remember what the question was? I think it was you that asked me this. No, Andrew didn't ask me this. It's the Gloucester-Danvers Thanksgiving game is in Danvers this year.
Oh.
Actually, maybe Andrew asked me that.
No, Andrew did.
My mistake.
That's okay.
No wonder. I found that very familiar puzzled look on Tim's face as I gave him the answer, kind of doing our little halftime Jeopardy. Yeah.
I hate when those trivia questions, the ones I just don't know.
Tim, I saw you in Montreal this afternoon, and I have a few questions. Oh man! So yeah, Thanksgiving Day we'll find Gloucester at Danvers this year, unless we have an error on our schedule, one of our schedules. And again, 2 football games tomorrow here on MSO News Sports. We have the Hamilton-Wenham Arlington Catholic game from Hamilton-Wenham tomorrow at 2:00. And then, what a show those two guys, Whalen and Peach, put on last week, huh, Tim?
Oh, my God. It was my first time seeing both of those, seeing Hamilton-Wenham, but seeing those two guys. And as I mentioned last week, I mean, to Rick, I mean, these guys are on such a wavelength. Peach raises his hand, and Whalen lets the ball go. And it's in stride.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And Peach is such an aware receiver. He was constantly looking for when he spots him in trouble, he knows he hits an open area, waves the arm, and Whalen goes, okay, I'm out there.
What we're going to do here is take one last break, and then we're going to come back with the second half kickoff here. So stay with us here. It's Lynn English 20, Billerica nothing at the half here on MSO News Sports.
Harrington Trophy has been rewarding the North Shore for over 20 years with quality custom awards and apparel. We pride our business on our exceptional customer service, quality products, and speedy turnaround time. We're known for our local family business, providing custom trophies, plaques, screen printing, embroidery, and much more. Everything from engraving wedding gifts, medals for charity walks, Little League and Pop Warner trophies and shorts. Come see us at 557 Chestnut Street in Lynn, Mass. 781-599-3700.
The Gloucester House Restaurant at historic Seven Seas Wharf, 63 Rogers Street, Gloucester. This is owner Lenny Linquata.
We provide service and product better than anybody else. It comes directly from our boats right to your plate. We have fishermen that work great for us. We are wholesalers that we buy what we want to serve to our customers, and we put the rest of it right out in the market.
The Gloucester House Restaurant. Visit thegloucesterhouse.com.
This is the freshest seafood you can get from our boats to your plate.
Hi folks, this is Gerard Moynihan of Moynihan Lumber. Our company has been proud to have supported high school sports on the North Shore for more than 30 years. Our student-athlete program recognizes championship performance in the classroom and on the field. Moynihan Lumber is also committed to championship performance when it comes to meeting all your building and home improvement needs. And if you're planning to change your kitchen, please visit our kitchen cabinet showrooms at any of our 3 locations, in Beverly, North Reading, or Plastown, New Hampshire, or at MoynihanLumber.com.
Since I have been elected, we have made progress. The city is growing, but there is much work to still do. Small businesses are flourishing, we've created local jobs, and continue to fight for working families all across Lynn. I have responded personally to over 1,000 constituent requests, but the work doesn't stop there. We need to keep our streets safer and our neighborhoods cleaner. We have to maintain our public services while keeping taxes affordable. The people of Lynn deserve a high level of representation. I am Brian LaPierre, and I'm running for re-election for Lynn City Councilor at Large, and I respectfully ask for one of your 4 votes on September 12th and Tuesday, November 7th.
The kickoff to start the second half is an onside kick attempt by Lynn English High School, and they've covered it up. Boy, you would not expect them to try that, and so they coach Chris Carroll doing the unexpected. They'll have the ball first down at the Billerica 49-yard line. Rick Moore is with us now from Marblehead. Rick?
Adam Bishop kicked a 32-yard field goal for Wilmington with 5:47 left to go in the ballgame. 24-17 now. Marblehead has the ball.
Okay. Keep us posted. Wow, what a game that is over in Marblehead 2. And here, it'll be first down for Lynn English High School as they start at the 49 of Billerica. Matt Severance out at quarterback. Ski Gaston to his right. 3 wideouts near side right. Fake to Gaston. Pass way down on the right side. Tyshawn Anderson with the catch at the 13. And he'll go into the end zone. Touchdown. Wow. 49 yards.
Well, 2 unexpected plays right there. Onside kick. Severance did a great job of moving in the pocket, buying some time, a la Tom Brady, to find Tyshawn Anderson down the middle of the field once again. Pass a little underthrown. Anderson had to turn back far, but he's able to spin around and get his feet underneath him and dragged a tackler basically into the end zone. He lost the ball, but he was already across. He had solid possession when he went into the end zone, and when he hit the ground, the ball came loose, went out the back of the end zone. Touchdown. Let's see. English going to go for 1 or 2. They're going for 2.
They're going for the 2. Leading right now 26-0. This is Ski Gaston on the rush attempt. He won't go in. So the rush fails. Now, thanks to John Hoffman's stats at the half he gave us, you tack on a 49-yard pass to Tyshawn Anderson, and he has had 3 catches for 187 yards. 3 catches, 187 yards. So he's almost doubled the Billerica offense here himself.
You know, and again, you realize what he has done in one game. Some guys actually take an entire season to accumulate. So
I really thought tonight, Tim, that I think I talked about this in the beginning, but I looked at this game, and when the competition gets tough, like it is tonight for Lynn English High School with this very good Billerica team, that it would be Matt Severance who was going to step up in some way to pull this off. And he has 2 quarterback keeper rushes for touchdowns, and he's thrown 2 touchdown passes, again, of 99 yards and 49 yards. Unbelievable.
And again, they're right on the money, Bill.
They're right on the money. And this is a windy night, as we've been talking about, throwing into the wind that time. You mentioned Tyshawn Anderson kind of had to wait and come back and get that ball a little bit on that throw, but he's able to put the burners back on. And, he's got the kind of speed that not all receivers have, where once he's ahead of somebody, they're not going to catch you.
No, exactly right.
I think that's what makes now to see the ball just blew off the tee there as Curley was trying to kick off for Lynn English. I really thought this was going to be a very close game here tonight. Either way, to be honest with you. Either way. There's another onside kick attempt that doesn't go the 10 yards. Covered up there by Billerica High School. It was Mickey Ricard covering that up. So it'll be a Billerica football at the 48 of Lynn English.
Now, English has just been able to execute their offense that bit better. They've come up with the big plays, as we've seen here throughout the first quarter when English hit the opening touchdown in 3 plays. The big 99-yard pass when they were down on their 1-yard line after a great punt and great coverage, and now this 49-yard touchdown pass.
Landry to throw. He gets hit as he releases the football. The catch is made, and a nice run after the catch. And it goes all the way down to the 22-yard line. Making that reception was Morgan McCarran, the receiver, the senior. Nice looking play right there by Billerica down to the 22.
Yeah, the ball sailed a little bit. He had a guy to bring it in, but he was able to turn that field and head angle back in towards the middle of the field for effective yardage.
3 receivers far side right, running back along with Landry in the backfield. Gets the handoff, but doesn't get any yards. Might have lost a couple of yards.
Yeah, trying to see who knifed in. Number 50 for Lynn. No, number 50. Oh, 60. Okay, there he is. Okay. Alex Rodriguez knifed in underneath and took Quinn's feet out from underneath him.
Just underway, second half. Landry, pass to the right side, completion, Kennedy. Should have the first down. Yes, he's got the first down near the 11-yard line. Kennedy, a senior, 5'9", 185 pounds, no huddle. Ball to the 11, 1st and 10 there. Maybe he's about the 11. Looks like the first down stakes at the 2 though. And Landry keeps it, gets to the 10.
That's the new modern math.
They got the 10-yard chains here. Once you figure that out, the game is a lot easier to play.
It certainly is.
Yeah. They mark the ball just outside the 10. So it's about a 1-yard gain. Second down. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. This is Lewis, the ball carrier. Short gainer down to the 9 or 8. So you're right, Tim. They do want to grind it inside, but the English defense, to their credit, has been very tough, and they've been tough this year. So the question is here: does English have another big stop in them here, even though they've got the 26-0 lead? 3rd and 7. Again, Lewis comes around right end down to the 4.
Well, I thought they were going to have him in the backfield, but he managed to turn and slide out of that tackle and head upfield. Good piece of running there.
Yeah, Cliff Lewis, 5'9", 200-pound senior running back for Coach Sixberry and Billerica High School. Anyway, see Seth Lucendo back into the game. He went out injured in that first half, number 17. So it's good to see him back in the lineup. Hate to see anybody get injured at this time of the year for sure, or at any time of the year. Little scramble on offense to set up here for Billerica. 2 halfbacks on each side of quarterback Landry. Hand off to the right halfback. This could be Quinn to the 1. That could set up a 1st and goal here for Billerica, I believe. No, it's Lewis with the ball. No huddle. Billerica coming right at the Bulldogs here, 3rd quarter, trying to put their first points on the board. Handoff again. Just back to the line of scrimmage, which would be the 1.
Well, when they've had their backs against the wall, the Bulldogs' defense has certainly stood tall. They'd love to keep this shutout going.
Right back at him with no huddle, Lewis, the running back. I think Lewis is off to his right side now. Nope, this is Quinn, Pat Quinn, in for the touchdown. Pat Quinn.
Quinn takes it 1 yard up the middle for an Indian touchdown.
So there is the first Billerica touchdown of the night. A 1-yard touchdown run by Pat Quinn. One of the Quinn twins here on this team. His twin brother Ryan, tight end, 5'9", 215 senior. Point after kick coming up here. I think this is Kennedy, right? No, it is not Kennedy. It's 11, right? I think it's 11. Chicchiotti. There's the. Oh, it is number 10. Okay, so that would be Ian Gibbons. Kick is up. And it is good. So Gibbons with the point after. And it was Pat Quinn on the 1-yard touchdown run. Well, I can tell you something here, folks. You can get the skills that you need to be a leader in sports and recreation. It would be a master's in athletic administration from Endicott's Van Loan School. Prepares students for careers in schools government, agencies, non-profit organizations, sports governing bodies, private sports clubs, and more. Van Loan's athletic administration program is 100% online and affordable tuition. Try a class before fully enrolling. Visit vanloan.endicott.edu/athletic-admin today.
Yeah, ball blown off the tee again as the wind begins to be a little bit more of a factor here.
And the kickoff by Gibbons. Ground ball kick rolls past all these defenders. Fielded at the 6-yard line by, I think it's Prince Brown there. Prince to the 14 or maybe the 13.
Same thing happened on the opening kickoff, Bill. As the kickoff went down to the English deep man, it was bouncing, spinning, and spun right by him, and he had to chase it down again, starting from much deeper in his own territory than he would have if he had fielded the ball cleanly.
7:17 to play third quarter. Lynn English is still leading here by the count of 26 now to 7, though. Billerica on the board. So what Billerica is hoping for is some kind of a break, some kind of a turnover, some kind of a mistake. Coach Sixberry was telling us earlier that they've had some problems. Billerica has in a few weeks of holding on to the ball at times this year. That hasn't been a problem for them this year, but right now they want to force English into a turnover. On the first down run, the Bulldogs get maybe 1 yard out to the 15.
Yeah, you got to be careful now with the wind swirling around the way it is down on the field itself. It makes it much more dangerous. The ball might get held up, make it easier for a pick to take place. And you don't want to give, if you're English, you don't want to give Billerica any kind of momentum to build on after this last score. So it's really important that they at least drive down the field.
Severance out of the shotgun. 2 wideouts each way. Severance looking to the right side, and it's incomplete. Off the chest of Avellino, Juan Avellino, an incomplete pass. Well, English has really shown the ability to move the football tonight, so this is a big third down here for each club. Can English get a 3rd and long for a first down deep in their own territory to begin a drive or not? Or will Billerica get the turnover? Now, again, they have the wind. Billerica has the wind at their backs right now, so that could impact a punt or anything coming up here if it goes to a 4th down. Here it is 3rd down here to 8 for Lynn English. A lot of movement on the alignment. A little bit of a high snap. Severance in a little trouble. That's his ability to scramble. And he's to the 20. Does not get the first down. And he very alertly going down there because he could have been popped and then the ball's free. Who knows? But he did the right thing there.
Yeah, he certainly did.
The Tom Brady slide.
The Tom Brady. Well, actually, it was a lot prettier than a Tom Brady slide. Those are probably the ugliest slides in football.
Could be right. Time to punt.
Mulcairn back deep for the Indians.
Mulcairn back deep for Billerica. Ski Gaston to punt for Lynn English, standing at his 8 to receive the snap. A bit high. There's a flag down. He gets the punt away. It'll be a short punt. And it will take an English roll, though, up to midfield. And over into Billerica territory to the 46. See what this flag is. I think it's against, they're saying it's against English. I'm sorry, against Billerica. They're going to come back. That's a 5-yard penalty. That's a first down for Lynn English. Oh, procedure call against Lynn English. Okay.
Well, we have some final scores coming in throughout the playoffs tonight. We already gave you the Everett final. We gave you the Lincoln Sudbury over Masco. Linfield has beaten Newburyport 28-7.
Ski Gaston back to receive the snap at his own 3 to punt it away. This time a little line drive punt fielded by an up back alertly at the 38-yard line for Billerica, driven down to the 31. That was a nice play.
Yeah, taken down by number 28 for Lynn Classical. Shirley Belize.
Not sure if that was Nick Galatieri, the returner. Curley credited with one of the hits there on the stop. 5:32 to go, third quarter. 26-7 our score. And here is Billerica getting the football for their best place on the field to start a drive here tonight at the Lynn English 31-yard line. They just scored their first touchdown of the game a moment ago. This is Landry looking at a little pass rush, gets it off. Incomplete. Tipped there by a defender, and then the receiver almost looked like he might have had an opportunity to run under the football almost into the end zone, but it falls incomplete.
Was that Tyshawn Anderson on that, I think, coverage back there? Yes, it was. Leaped high in the air and tipped it, but again, it came back in. He was heading out of bounds, and the ball came back towards the field to play towards the goal line, and the Billerica intended receiver almost had an opportunity to catch it.
I think that was Kennedy, the receiver down there on the right on that previous play. That was Encarneo, the receiver there. Encarnacio. Ball to the 26-yard line. Third down and 6. 3 receivers out on the right side. Keep an eye there. Landry in the shotgun. Hands off. Running back stopped at the 25, short of the first down.
Isaac Ramirez did a great job of holding his position, holding his edge, and someone just did something a little nutty because it's a dead ball foul.
It's like is it matching penalties, it looks like? Or offsetting penalties?
Could be.
No, they look like they're going to mark something off. Well, no, they're not.
Oh, no, let's see, the referee went over to Coach Carroll and said something, then he sprinted towards I thought he was going to go to the other side to the Billerica coach, but he stopped. Oh, he did.
I think he did, yeah.
The head coach, Coach Sixberry, is in the huddle there, and he was very pointed in what he said. So let's see what happens here.
Right, I think they were just offsetting penalties here.
There's no timeout because he shouldn't be on the field, but Billerica coach is very, very animated.
He has made some kind of a argument in his favor. At least the officials are going to discuss it. Not that he's going to win anything here.
But there was that was a great play again by Isaac Ramirez, who made the initial stop on Quinn, wrapped his ankles up, and again waited for the posses to arrive.
4 minutes, 22 seconds to play in the third quarter.
He wants 440.
Okay.
447.
447. I think the clock
ran down at 422.
I think they're saying they need to put some more time back on the clock. And they're not getting that done.
There it is. There it is.
Well, cooling off a little bit here tonight now.
Perfect shot one.
Fourth down. No, third down, excuse me. After the penalty. Didn't the field say fourth down, or is it third down? Third down, okay. Pardon me.
No, he does have fourth showing. It's third down on the scoreboard.
Actually, I think it should be. They wouldn't lose the down on the offsetting penalties. So let's see what this is.
The incomplete pass. That last run.
Third down, fourth down. Here's Landry throwing, ball tipped, incomplete. That looks like that was fourth down.
Was that?
That was fourth down.
Was that Jake Miller get with the tip because he was right in on top of the quarterback?
I don't know, Tim.
But again, English making the stands when they have to, time and time again. I guess a very good, we have to say, Billerica team. I mean, they've
No doubt.
They had the ability to simply overpower you with just the sheer drive of their offense.
This time English comes out. They've got that tight formation look where they can try to run the ball. Bangura plays one of the wings on this offensive set. Handoff to, might be Bangura. Yep, becoming near side right to the 33. Not a bad gainer on first down for English High.
No, they've got a lot more than that. Let's see, where are they spawning in? They gave him 7.
Give him the 33, yeah. 7. Well, give him solid 7 for sure. Actually, it looks like 8 yards to me. Yeah, that was a pickup of 8 for Bangura. And he just kind of cruised around, followed his blockers coming around right end. Lined up as the wingback on the left side. This time a run straight up the middle for what looks like it might be just enough for a first down. A little extra pushing and shoving. This penalty, I think, is going against Billerica, as Emil Rossi was the recipient of that. So we'll stop here. Rick Moore joins us here with from Marblehead. Rick, what's up?
Well, Bill, 162 yards of offense in the second half for Wilmington to 11 for Marblehead, but it wasn't enough as Seamus Keeney intercepted the ball for the Headers, or the Magicians rather, at his own 9-yard line with just 29 seconds left to go in the game. And Marblehead hangs on to win this thing by a score of 24-17. Wild game here at Piper Field.
Oh, man, that was wild, wasn't it? Oh, my. Wow. That was a tale of two halves tonight, wasn't it, Rick?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Marblehead ran 11 plays in the second half to something like 45 for Wilmington.
Well, I would love to hear what Coach Rudloff has to say after the game, Rick.
I'm a little nervous about going down there.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, it looked like, by the way Marblehead started that game, they're on fire.
Yeah.
And unexpectedly on fire, because it's a very good team. A lot of folks thought Marblehead would really be struggling. So with the penalty and so on, it comes up to a first down to the 46 of Billerica. Matt Severance, the quarterback for Lynn English High School, out of the shotgun, gives off, I think it's to Ski Gaston, down to the 44 or 43. Clock runs for English, 3 minutes to play, third quarter. And the Bulldogs are leading here 26-7.
This just on Twitter, but if you're looking for some part-time work, U.S. Forest Service is hiring 1,000 seasonal workers for Washington and Oregon. Think you might be busy?
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun, I think. Working out in the forest.
Fire season.
Oh, fire season? Never mind.
Pass.
I'll pass.
But I'll tell you, those are some of the bravest people around.
Oh, yeah. Bangura for a yard to about the 40 on the pitch.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that particular play where the receiver from the slot comes running in and the quarterback takes snap and then tosses it to the slot receiver as he's coming in and tries to turn up in a hole in the middle. Not there.
I think that was Bangura. I don't think it was Ramos. Ramos just came out of the game, number 22. Tyshawn Anderson is out on the left side there. Quarterback keeper on the sneak. Very close to a first down is Severance. Side judge coming in where it would be very close for a measurement at least, if that's where they spot it. Right now it looks like it could be a first down. They'll eyeball it across the way. It is, yeah. Matt Severance. Man, what a game he has had here tonight for the Bulldogs.
We'll be having a fundraiser tomorrow, Saturday, November 4th at 6 p.m. at Giggles Principal.
You know, the Lynn Tech team, Tim, they are home here tomorrow night in the playoffs. Lost my schedule here. But
they'll be here at 7 o'clock against New Mission.
New Mission, okay, 7 o'clock, yep. St. Mary's won earlier today. Just destroyed Greater Lawrence.
Then you heard Rick Moore describing Wilmington's offensive production versus Marblehead in that second half. Marblehead, in many ways, and Coach Rudloff won't be really happy with that second half production.
You like to finish strong. This is Bangura, maybe for 3 or 4 yards. Bangura always seems to get a little bit more yardage than you think he's going to get on those plays. You know, you look at that play and you say, okay, maybe that's 3 yards, but no, that's 4 yards right there.
Yeah, and he's
almost 4 yards.
And he's maybe
Gain of 4 on the carry. Will be 2nd and 6. Ball at the
maybe 150 pounds with his gear.
Yeah, a minute left in the third quarter.
But again, at that size, if you're able to, turn the body, you can hit those seams.
Bangura again from the other side, struggling along,
and again, just
very close to a first down.
He's got he keeps the legs driving, and when he goes into that hole, he's going in square. His shoulders are square to the line of scrimmage, so he's able to get full drive going in there. If he's got any kind of a block and creating any kind of a seam, he's going to be able to get in there. English is doing a really good job on this drive, Bill, just pounding it at Billerica, and again eating up the clock. There's 51 seconds left here in the third quarter, and that's what they're going to want to do through the fourth quarter as well.
This is an offensive set that they put in after the year started, I believe, but it's been pretty effective for them at times. I think he's got the first down. Yeah, I think the official, a moment ago waved a close one along, and I just think he looked at it. I think they all thought it was a first down, but thought they better bring the chains out. You want to make sure you don't really miss something there. .49 seconds to play, third quarter.
Coach Sixberry was right at the yard marker, looking down the line.
Yeah.
So I think he may have even asked for that measurement, based upon, as you said, the previous interpretation of the first down.
And the other one was right in front of us here, so it did look like a first down, but very, very close. Prince Brown on the handoff, turns the corner to the sidelines, or near the sidelines, staying in bounds, has about a 5-yard gain.
Good lead blocking out there as well.
Tomorrow, 2 games here on MSO News Sports. Radio games. Tewksbury playing host to Danvers, 2:30. And then it is, I shouldn't say then it is, but then the 2 o'clock game will find Hamilton Wenham playing host to Arlington Catholic. We're through 3 now. The quarter's come to an end with the score. Lynn English 26, Billerica 7 into MIAA Division III playoff action here on MSO News Sports.
Come in, take a seat. You're really in for a treat at Sylvan Street. A great place to eat and drink and meet with family and friends at Sylvan Street. We'll treat you right, day or night. Satisfy your appetite. Eat, drink, and chill at the Sylvan Street Grill.
Catch a game with friends, meet for lunch, cocktails after work, or a romantic dinner for 2. Whatever your plan to do it at Sylvan Street Grill in Peabody and Salisbury. See you at Sylvan Street.
Eat, drink, and chill at the Sylvan Street Grill.
Stronger, faster, tougher. When you need the MVP of community banks, look no further than the Institution for Savings. With 14 full-service offices throughout the North Shore, we have MVP rates and an all-star team to serve you. Bank from the ball field with our 24/7 online application apps, internet banking, mobile deposit, and more. Institution for Savings, your winning team. Visit institutionforsavings.com, member FDIC, DIF, equal housing lender. Back at Manning Field in Lynn, I'm Bill Newell along with Tim Kearns. Great to have you with us on this Friday night for North Shore High School football. The scores are rolling in on this Friday night. So News Sports here, it is a second down and about 5. Pitch play, Bangura to the 15. Stop there. He's very close to a first down with forward progress. We'll see where they mark it, but I think the forward progress will be short by about a yard.
Yeah, he didn't get all the yards he needed, but got quite a bit. Looking at the side judge on the far side of the field, he's probably a half a yard short.
So English getting the clock rolling here in the fourth quarter, leading by the 26-7 score. Getting the double wing look here. Bangura again, this time for the first down to the 13.
They're just beating up that little toss play right into the middle of the line. And again, some of the big English bodies are getting the better of the Billerica lineman right now. And again, when you're getting push back, you tire. And that's obviously part of Coach Carroll's game plan right now is to tire out those linemen.
Got an injured English player down on the field right now. The offensive line with Alex Rodriguez, Jacob Miller, Andrew Blass, Alex Brennis, Emil Rossi. Is that Rossi right there? 73, yeah. Yeah, it is Rossi coming off the field right there. Looks pretty good. Maybe, not sure what happened there, but Rossi will have to sit off this play. We'll see if he comes back. We'll keep an eye on Emil Rossi. Obviously, that would be a huge loss if Rossi, as you see, coming back behind the bench. Got a little bit of a limp there. Not too bad, though.
May have cramped up a little bit.
Yeah. So the ball is down for a 1st and 10 for Lynn English at the 12 of Billerica. The Bulldogs are leading here 26-7 over the Indians from Billerica. Another time called here. You can always contact us through our email at MSONewSports. We do have an email link up on the top right of our website. Comments or observations, we always like to hear from you. We have a daily newscast every day with North Shore News for the North Shore on MSONewSports. You can activate that newscast by going to 24/7 Radio on the top left of our webpage, or look for the North Shore Today post. It comes up, maybe by 9 o'clock or 8:30, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, they're just retaping right over his shoe down on the field for Rossi. Probably tweak the ankle just a little bit, give it a bit more support. They're doing a rewrap or an overwrap.
Tim, and this is a time in the game right now where this Billerica defense has been out on the field for a long time here now in the second half. So here, right, you pound, and now you go to the spread right here from the 12-yard line. This is a 1st down for Lynn English.
Watch Severance run the ball.
Ski Gaston is to his left, the running back. They give us to Gaston. Maybe a yard. Bending forward, and then he's bent backwards.
Number 3, Ski Gaston on the carry.
I was surprised. I thought I might see Severance take off there.
What a game Severance has had. Scored 2 touchdowns and thrown 2 touchdown passes. 2 passes were 99 yards and 49 yards to Tyshawn Anderson. Unbelievable.
It's always rather deceptive that he didn't throw the ball 99 yards.
Yeah, right.
He threw it maybe 25 yards.
25,
and again,
35, 40, yeah. Back to the tight double wing look here for the Bulldogs on the 2nd down and 9. Bangura bounces off a hit and goes into the end zone for a touchdown from 11 yards out.
I thought from my eye, I thought he was stopped on that first big hit, but he bounced back. He got his feet underneath him and sprinted into the end zone. That's a big touchdown for the Bulldogs. That kind of takes some of the winds out of the sails, I'm sure, for Billerica.
Yeah, that was a tough one. 9:04 to play in the game.
But English ran it down their throats on that particular drive. Up the middle. Everything was up the middle, except that last play.
And he actually went to the middle, but then bounced to the outside, more or less to the middle. Kind of go around end a little bit here, I guess. Bulldogs going for the 2-point conversion here. Not sure who that is in the backfield there. 34, yep. Here's Severance rolling out, passing to the end zone, and into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. Tyshawn Anderson with the 2-point conversion catch. The shortest catch of the night here, huh? Pass for the 2-point conversion, so we're at 34-7?
Yes.
Yep. Well, I did not see this score coming at all here tonight, folks, that's for sure.
No.
But I will say this, is that Lynn English, I thought to play would have to win would have to play one of their best games of the year. And I'll be honest with you, I think this is their best game of the year that they played this so far. Could be wrong, but this is a pretty complete game against a very good team.
Well, I only saw them the one time in one of the first games we did this season here, and they were impressive.
Yeah.
They were impressive. They had the offense, the defense working. They didn't make mistakes. They didn't shoot themselves in the foot. It's produced an undefeated season, and it's continuing tonight. I mean, they haven't made mistakes. They haven't turned the ball over. They are getting great production out of their quarterback, their wide receivers. Their running backs are getting yards. They're eating up time on the clock.
Very balanced, using all parts of the field. This is Devin Curley to kick off. Another ground ball kick, fielded at the 33-yard line by Billerica. Run back out 10 or 11 yards out to the 44. 9 minutes in this game. And Lynn English is leading 34-7.
We took it up to its 44 when the Indians will start first and 10.
Tomorrow we'll be at Hamilton Wenham for a 2 o'clock kickoff in a radio game as the Hamilton Wenham Generals play host to Arlington Catholic. And then at 2:30, Marty Smith and my buddy Tim Kearns will be in Tewksbury.
On the road again.
On the road again. You got things to do in Tewksbury or not? Or we just come right back?
Yeah. Hit the road.
Hit the road.
Hit the road again. Flea flicker. Way underthrown. Could be picked.
Incomplete. Oh. The receiver, the defender for English High School fell down. Oh, man. It's like, take my feet away from me and let's see how I do. And it didn't happen. That was Lucendo, actually.
Yeah, there were three people not a good pass play. He threw it up into the wind, which killed it right away. And there were it was a three-man blanket coverage on the intended receiver. And the ball came up short and ended up being blown out of bounds.
Mulcairn is the wideout to the right side. This is Kennedy in motion, taking the handoff, going to the left side. 2 yards, and then he gets smacked.
Severance slowed him up, and Ski Gaskins finished him off with a solid wrap-up, slam down tackle.
Severance is way out in that secondary, so he is coming up and aggressively making plays. And then Gaston, the linebacker, with the second hit. So.
Yeah, and what that was that's just very quick recognition of the play. The wife is calling from New Hampshire. I'll be right back.
8, we're right next to a phone booth here, folks. Here is Landry rolling right, throwing right. Is it a catch? It is a catch at the 38-yard line. And the receiver there is Morgan McCarron. Nice grab there. 5'8", 170-pound senior. It's a first down for Billerica. They move the chains along without a huddle. 2 wideouts to the left. There's Landry going to the left. Big pass rush there. There goes the throw, and it's incomplete. Landry had a defender all over him.
Yeah, he was sprinting out to his left, and he was forced further left, threw on the run, but this time he didn't get a chance to really be balanced, even though he was his previous pass when he threw on the run, he was a bit more balanced. He didn't have his feet underneath him. The ball sailed out of bounds.
They placed the ball back right down at about the 41-yard line. Mulcairn going wide out far side left. 2 receivers each way. Landry from the shotgun with Quinn in the backfield. Handoff to Pat Quinn. Dives it ahead. Tough yardage there. He gets maybe 4 yards. Setting up a third down here, and kind of a long situation to go. Third down at 6.
It will be 3rd and 6.
So English will take on the winner of the Danvers-Tewksbury game, if in fact English hangs on to win here tonight. There's Landry. Pass out to Mulcairn out on the left side. Charges up near the first down stakes. He's got a first down. Good effort there by Mulcairn. Ball to the 29 of Lynn English. Bulldogs lead here, though, 34-7.
Play good for Indians first down. It will be first and 10.
Well, they're still coming at English. A little more to the... And again, Quinn has been just unbelievable. He's like a John Deere.
He's tough. There's Quinn. Decent gainer there for Quinn of almost 10 yards. I get a feeling that they get a lot of those during the year, a lot of those kinds of runs from Quinn. That English is shutting down tonight.
I'll tell you, Quinn is amazing. He always runs square to the line, shoulders square.
Gain on 9 on the carry by Quinn.
Oh,
Actually, make that 10. It will be first.
it is a first down to the 19 or almost 18-yard line.
Well, Quinn is listed at 5'10", 230 pounds, so you know he's a wrecking ball.
Yeah, he's the twin brother of Ryan Quinn. Those two twins, add them up, 445 pounds.
Yeah, Ryan's a little guy.
Man.
He's only 215.
I'd love to meet their mom. Ooh.
Well, talk to her about her food bill.
Yeah. I wonder how big they were when they were born. Maybe they were. Well, they've definitely grown. That's for sure. 3 wideouts, near side right. 2 very talented players. They're really the key players, a couple of the key players for this Billerica team. Quinn again, I believe, from the left side, coming over the middle for maybe 2 yards. Forward progress down near the 16. .6:23 to play. Clock runs. Billerica looking for their second strike of the night. First touchdown came in the third quarter, a 1-yard run by Pat Quinn. Landry from the shotgun. Quick pass out on the right side. Mulcairn with the reception to the 10, to the 5, down to the 4, maybe the 3. Mulcairn.
I thought Jake Miller was going to have the pick on that play. He went for the pick, but Mulcairn just got up a little bit higher and pulled that ball away from him, turned it upfield for a really good gain, have him inside the 5.
To the 4. First and goal for Billerica. We're late in this game here. 5:53 to play. Grinding run up the middle for a yard or 2. Started at the 4. I think they got to the 2, so it's about a 2-yard gain here. I think we have a timeout called here as well. Quinn, the ball carrier.
No Billerica time this time around.
Well, after 40 years, the Porthole Restaurant is family-owned, operated, and loved. Enjoy waterfront dining, warm and friendly service, and a casual atmosphere. Try their award-winning clam chowder or deep-fried pickles, the best on the North Shore. And the Porthole Restaurant is on the Lynnway in Lynn, and it's a perfect place for your family to gather for a great time. Also, we'd like to thank Columbia Insurance for being one of our sponsors again this year. Columbia Insurance in Lynn and serving the entire North Shore. They provide great individual, personal, home, and auto policies. They also have a full line of products for businesses, and they partner with some of the best insurance companies in the country. And we're also brought to you by the Lynn Museum and Lynn Arts. Lynn Museum, 590 Washington Street in Lynn. All kinds of great exhibits, including the Civil War Arts exhibit. Jeff Fioravanti from Lynn. Some interesting paintings and stories with the paintings for that exhibit. It's a limited time, but I think it's there for maybe another few weeks. Check the website. You can get to their website from our website. So here it is. Second down. From the 2 and goal to go. Landry throwing, finding a man in the end zone for a touchdown. Good rollout. Landry throws very well when he rolls out to his left side.
Yeah, it was a well-run route. And
Mulcairn with the reception. Yep.
Yeah, he just dragged across the left side and then sort of hooked up towards the goal line, and that gave that gave the quarterback, Landry, the room he needed to get the ball to him. And again, he threw it inside between the goal line and Mulcairn, the receiver, and no chance for an English defender to make a play.
2-point conversion attempt. Here's Landry rolling left side again. Same kind of play.
Wow, what a catch.
Yep.
What a catch.
Is that Mulcairn again?
I think it may be.
Number 2? Yeah, it is Mulcairn again. So they did the same thing.
He had to go up in the air to make that catch, Bill, and he caught it at the height of his stretch and managed to get a foot down in play. Wow, what an athletic move that was.
34, Billerica 15.
(34-15) our score. Lynn English still on top. All those scores. Matt Severance, 2 touchdown runs. Matt Severance, 2 touchdown passes to Tyshawn Anderson of 99 yards and 49 yards. And then the Ishmael Bangura run for the touchdown. I think that was at about a 9-yard run. And then that pass right now by Billerica to Morgan Mulcairn into the left corner of the end zone. Roll out left side by quarterback Tom Landry. And Billerica will kick off here with 5.5 minutes to play. Folks are looking for the onside kick here from the Indians. Now I think we have a time called here.
Bill, I just saw a Twitter feed which exemplifies why you never, ever give up. Western Michigan beat number 1, and this is in college hockey, beat number 1 Denver 6-5. They were losing 5-4 with 90 seconds left. They scored 2 goals in 15 minutes. I'm sorry, 15 seconds to knock off the number 1 team in the country.
Give me that one more time.
Western Michigan scored 2 goals in 15 seconds to beat the number 1 team in the country 6-5.
Nice. So
never stop playing, and that's being exhibited by Billerica here. They were down 27-0, 26-0 to Lynn English, and just kept pounding the ball and running their offense. And it's 34-15 at the moment. 5:33 left to go in the game. Stranger things have happened. English has to, again, maintain its offensive efficiency.
Well, not the onside kick. Covered up there at the 30-yard line by, I think it's Prince Brown for English High School. Or is it?
14.
Oh, 14. My mistake.
DJ Bratwaite. I don't know if he fell on the ball or he fell down, just to make sure he didn't get he didn't lose it.
Right.
He seems kind of disappointed with himself walking off the field. He's kind of like talking to himself, like, I could have done something with this ball.
Well, 5.5 minutes to play in tonight's game. English leading here, 34-15. Matt Severance, number 4, hustling back out onto the field there with the plays. We've seen English in the second half go to that double wing look, the tight look, and run the football. That runs the clock as well. Incomplete passes stop the clock, and they're just going to run the football. And from the 31, they get it out to about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I think that was Severance just on the keeper, just going right up behind his center. Yeah, it was. He emerges out of the pile of redwoods.
And it gets the clock going.
And that's what they want. They just want that clock ticking, ticking, ticking.
And how big is it to get, if this is what you want to do or need to do to close out a game, on the first down run, get 4 yards. Not 2 yards, not 1 yard, not no yards, but get the 4 yards, setting up a second down and 6.
Yeah, if your offense remains as efficient, you should be able to get a couple of yards.
Bangura, here's our guy. He gets 2 more. So this will set up a third down and 3. Unless he was able to sneak another yard out from underneath that pack there. Yeah, it looks like he did.
Yeah, you're right, he did.
Typical. So it's third down. So still be about a third down and 3 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he just has that ability to, as he gets into the pile, he just gets down low and just sort of drives in between the legs and gets out there. Let's see what English does now. You got to figure they're going to stay on the ground to keep the clock rolling. No, will they try to scoot outside? They've been inside for most of this second half.
They blow this one down. This will be a procedure call, I would think, against English. Very windy. Oh, timeout. Okay.
I didn't see a flag go.
No, I didn't see a flag, but I heard a whistle, obviously.
Yeah.
4 minutes to play, so they've run some time off the clock because it'll be a third down and 3 when they come back here after the timeout. Follow North Shore Sports Monday nights with North Shore Sports Night here on MSO, the North Shore Sports Talk Show. Always great guests, football coaches, other coaches, athletic directors, athletes, whatever. Monday nights at 7 o'clock here on MSO News Sports. And don't forget to check out our weekly post, North Shore, daily post, North Shore Today, Monday through Friday. Local radio newscast for the North Shore, pulling news from all around the North Shore, and then other useful links for you to link on for weather, business news, or whatever. And always maybe some photos as well. You never know. Also, one more thing, looking at our posts as we move through the tournament season, check out our posts with the, whether it be field hockey, soccer, volleyball, whatever, we often will put the interactive MIAA brackets in there, so it's very easy for you to get scores. Check out scores. Sometimes the scores are there, the schedules are there, the game times are all there. Very easy to access from our website on MSO News Sports. 4 minutes and a second to play. Bangura, first down run. Oh, man. Out to the 46.
There's a great hole opened up on the left-hand side. He just blasted through that hole.
Sam Sartell. My mistake. That was Ski Gaston with it. Ski Gaston with the first down run. Sam Sartell, with the tackle, the linebacker for Billerica. Kennedy going off the field across the way. First down for Lynn English from their 46-yard line. 3:37 to play. Doubleheader here tonight in Lynn. As they come up to the football, the Bulldogs call another timeout. Well, Coach Chris Carroll just doesn't want anything, doesn't want a mistake here. Doesn't want this mistake, which could lead to something else. Playing it very close to the vest. For the most part here tonight, a couple of interesting things. I was surprised he did the onside kick earlier in the game when he did.
Well, I think
they're out of timeouts now, though.
You weren't the only one that was surprised, Bill.
Yeah.
And what Coach Carroll was hoping for was that Billerica would be surprised they were. English recovered it and subsequently, scored a touchdown. There's a square I was looking for. 28-14.
3 minutes, 31 seconds.
We'll have all the playoff scores for you at the end of the game. Oh, there it is.
Here's that tight formation by English High School. This is Bangura taking the handoff. Oh, man, he just gets more and more yards down to the 41. It's a first down run of maybe 12 or 13 yards for Ishmael Bangura.
Yeah, but he got a couple of good blocks from Tyshawn Anderson and Miguel Ramos. Boy, they were out there leading the way, and what he did was he let them pick up their block, their defenders, and he just split the gap between them.
As we mentioned, Lynn English does not have any more timeouts remaining. Of course, they have the big lead here right now, 34-15.
Yeah, that's okay because Billerica's going to call the timeouts anyway, so he's still going to get the ability to talk to his team.
Bangura again, following his blockers to about the 39. A gain of almost 3 yards. Again, a very good crowd on hand here tonight. There was a doubleheader here. St. Mary's beating Greater Lawrence earlier tonight.
I have not seen a Watertown-Somerville score all night long.
46-0 was the St. Mary's score here tonight. Ramos is wing right, number 22. This is Ski Gaston in motion, taking the handoff, coming around right end, and he gets taken down. Very good defensive play by Billerica. I don't know if that was Colby Cyrus coming up or Nick Galtieri, the linebacker. Might have been Galtieri.
Yeah, they did a good job of stringing that out. He just never had a chance to get to the corner.
Third down and about 8, a long 8 for the Bulldogs, but we're under 2 minutes in this game. Ramos is wing right side this time. Quarterback Severance right up behind center. And I think this is Ramos taking it for maybe a yard or two down near the 38. Yep. Miguel Ramos.
Number 22, Miguel Ramos from the carry.
A minute and a half to play. So here we go, 4th down here for English. Fourth down and maybe about 7 for the Bulldogs.
They haven't been in this position for a while, Bill.
No. Bangura turns the corner, has the first down to the 20. Hammer down at about the 17-yard line.
Going to be coming back on a hold, unfortunately.
Oh my. Okay.
Bangura on the carry. There's a flag.
Ishmael Bangura bringing this one back. Clock goes down to 50 seconds to play. So they'll bring this one back. Mark some yardage off against the Bulldogs. Timeout called by Billerica with the 50 seconds to play.
Well, English, as good as Billerica has been, as solid as they have, and they haven't played a bad game, Bill. It's just England was able to put the big plays up on the board, and that really is the difference in the ball game.
Well, as well as their defense as well. The English defense has been pretty much lights out here for the most part here tonight. Although they have given up the 2 touchdowns, but both second half touchdowns. Quarterback Tom Landry. No, check that. This is Ski Gaston to punt. Gets a good punt away, but it'll go out of bounds, angling away. It'll be Billerica ball. Let's see where they mark it. I guess right on the 21 or 20.
So, Bill, did you get your new iPhone 10 yet?
I did not. No.
Rush to get in line.
I thought they were already on sale, weren't they?
Yeah. I think they went on sale yesterday or today. It's all over the Twitter.
I tell you, though, I was at the phone store, though, recently.
Very impressive display by the Bucks.
Very good. Both sides.
Landry, here's the flea flicker. Back to Landry, and he's sacked back at the 11-yard line.
Maybe they should have.
37 seconds.
The fleece with 37 seconds left. Not sure that's the kind of call you really need. Maybe earlier in the game to catch it, to put English back on its heels a little bit defensively, but English will move on. It's 22 seconds and counting. 34-15.
Landry from the shotgun wants to pass, goes to the left side. There's a catch at the 20. Out of bounds at about the 28. No, they're saying is he inbounds or out of bounds? 9 seconds. Will there be one more play? There will be, at least. Ball at the 25. 34-15 our score. Tim will have a recap in just a moment for you.
Now, will Andrew be going to a commercial right at the end of the game?
We'll be going to a commercial, and then he'll have to give it back to you. You guys have to work together now. Landry from the shotgun, looking to the middle. There's where the ball goes, and it's incomplete, almost intercepted. 3 seconds on the clock.
Tyshawn Anderson couldn't haul that reception in, hit him right in the gut, and he dropped right back out. 3 seconds left in the game.
So we'll have one more play.
I will. Take care, Alex.
Yeah, see him sometime. Get a coffee with him, find out how his life's been the last few years.
He's doing quite well.
You still live locally?
He's from Houston.
Houston?
Ball at the 25-yard line. Here's Landry.
Ever see anybody else from...
Way down on the left side, incomplete. And that'll do it. Our final score, Lynn English 34, Billerica 15. The Bulldogs advance to the North Championship game here next week against either Tewksbury or Danvers, whoever wins tomorrow. And they'll be back here, I believe, probably here Friday night at Manning Field for the winner of that game. We'll step aside, we'll take a break, and we're back with our postgame just ahead.
Hi folks, this is Gerard Moynihan of Moynihan Lumber. Our company has been proud to have supported high school sports on the North Shore for more than 30 years. Our student-athlete program recognizes championship performance in the classroom and on the field. Moynihan Lumber is also committed to championship performance when it comes to meeting all your building and home improvement needs. And if you're planning to change your kitchen, please visit our kitchen cabinet showrooms at any of our 3 locations, in Beverly, North Reading, or Plastown, New Hampshire, or at MoynihanLumber.com.
Stronger, faster, tougher. When you need the MVP of community banks, look no further than the Institution for Savings. With 14 full-service offices throughout the North Shore, we have MVP rates and an all-star team to serve you. Bank from the ball field with our 24/7 online application apps, internet banking, mobile deposit, and more. Institution for Savings, your winning team. Visit institutionforsavings.com, member FDIC, DIF, equal housing lender.
People come in, take a seat, you're really in for a treat at Sylvan Street. A great place to eat and drink and meet with family and friends at Sylvan Street. We treat you right, day or night, satisfy your appetite. Eat, drink and chill at the Sylvan Street Grill.
Catch a game with friends, meet for lunch, cocktails after work, or a romantic dinner for 2. Whatever your plan to do it at Sylvan Street Grill in Peabody and Salisbury. See you at Sylvan Street.
Eat, drink, and chill at the Sylvan Street Grill.
Since I have been elected, we have made progress. The city is growing, but there is much work to still do. Small businesses are flourishing, we've created local jobs, and continue to fight for working families all across Lynn. I have responded personally to over 1,000 constituent requests, but the work doesn't stop there. We need to keep our streets safer and our neighborhoods cleaner. We have to maintain our public services while keeping taxes affordable. The people of Lynn deserve a high level of representation. I am Brian LaPierre, and I'm running for re-election for Lynn City Councilor at Large, and I respectfully ask for one of your 4 votes on September 12th and Tuesday, November 7th.
on, all ran over 60 yards. Bangor ran for 85. Severance passed for 2, ran for 2, passed for a 2-point conversion, passed for 187 yards, and all 187 yards was a young man by Anderson who caught 2 touchdown passes for 187 yards. And at one point they had 188 rushing, 187 passing. You can't be more even than that. And I think the big thing was they had it right after they scored, made it 6-0. Billerica came right down, moved the ball down, looked like they were going to score. They stopped them at the 7-yard line on a 4th down play, and English went 93 yards for a touchdown in 14 plays, opened it up, and the coaching staff deserves a big tip of the hat. When Billerica punted to the 1-yard line, whoever made the call to throw the pass from a 1-yard line went for 99 yards, and whoever made the call for the onside kick to start the second half, but because the first play, 99 yards for a touchdown. After the onside kick, the first play, 49 yards for a touchdown. Those coaches should get a little extra boost in their pay this week.
English made the plays stretching the field. It's one thing, Billerica simply, when they ran for the most part inside, because that's their bread and butter. And then when they threw sideline passes, looking for the receivers to, once they get the ball, to get downfield. And they never really took a shot deep.
Kevin was a terrific receiver.
Terrific.
He had 123 yards.
Great
in receiving.
With great hands. We saw the touchdown and then the 2-point conversion. Both were outstanding receptions on his part. Yeah. And he's very good at driving the defender off and turning. And Quinn was very good at knowing just where his receiver was going to be and getting the ball there on its way when he was making his turn. But they never tried to stretch the field to get the Lynn English defense back a little bit, because that enabled them to play up and stuff a lot of things.
The other thing too was, I think if you look at I'm sure Billerica looked at film and scouted Lynn English, and during the game, if you noticed, they were doubling up on Prince Brown.
Yeah.
And somebody forgot to tell them about Mr. Anderson, because doubling up on Prince Brown, they forgot Anderson, and all he did was 187 yards and 2 touchdowns. But Matt Severance showed here today. He should be the MVP, I think, of the Northeastern Conference. If he isn't, there should be an investigation, because he does it both sides, offense and defense, and he's a terrific player.
Yeah, we were noticing, him coming up out of the secondary and really laying some hits right at the line of scrimmage throughout the game, and certainly the maturity that he's attained in 3 years as being the quarterback for the Bulldogs. I mean, we know he's taken his lumps the first couple of years, but now he's just, you can see he's much more relaxed out there. He knows the offense, he knows the expectations, and he also knows he's got players around him that are going to make plays.
And you know what? He looks like he's having fun.
Yes.
He enjoys the game. So when you play it that way, good things happen, and a lot of good things have happened to him.
Certainly.
So a big one. You've got to go back a long way. In fact, the last few years, if you add up the wins for English, they may not come up to 9 in the last few years. But you got to go a long way to be the leader in their conference and go to the North Division Final. And if Lynn Tech does it tomorrow, Lynn will have 3 teams in the North Final.
Yep.
And that would be first historic in the city of Lynn. So a buzz, and you saw it with the fans in the stands. And high school football is big in the city of Lynn right now.
Yeah, certainly. And again, their opponent to be determined tomorrow. It's either the Damage or Tewksbury, and MSO will be covering that game. Starting probably around 2 o'clock. It's at Tewksbury, so if you're in the area, tune in, and we'll be bringing you that action. John, thank you very much, my friend. I'm going to do the wrap-up and get ready to hit the road.
Good job, my friend.
Thank you, John, as always, and glad to share the information with you. Appreciate it, as always. That's why I had to get down there and give you some scores. That was John Hoffman, the play-by-play announcer for Lynn Cable, also doing the game locally tonight. Just to recap the scoring very, very quickly, it was all Lynn English early on. 10-26 in the first quarter. 10-yard Matt Severance pass. Rush failed, 6-0. At the 9-minute mark in the second quarter, 3-yard run from Matt Severance. Bangoria hit the extra ran it in for 2 points, 14-0. Lynn English. At the 6:55 mark, Max Severance to Tyshawn Anderson, 99 yards after a tremendous Billerica punt, pinned English at the 1 yard line. We just mentioned it, all the way 20-0 after the kick failed. Lynn English in the third quarter at the 10:45 mark, Tyshawn Anderson again after recovering an onside kick, 49 yards, and the 2-point conversion was failed. 26-0 Lynn English. Then Billerica got on the board. Pat Quinn, monster game for that young man. 1 yard run barreling in. Gibbons and Hitch. The Gibbons kick made it 26-7. English responded at the 9:04 mark. Ismail Bangura 9 yards out, bouncing a run that was intended to go inside, out to the left sideline. Tyshawn Anderson passed 2 points, 34-7. And then Billerica, the final score of the evening in the fourth quarter, at the 5:35 mark, 2-yard run, 2-yard touchdown pass to Mel Curran. The extra point pass to Mel Curran as well gave us the 34-15 final score. To give you the scores from the playoffs tonight: Everett over Lexington 49-21. Central Catholic over Methuen 31-7. Lincoln Sudbury all over Masconomet 52-21. The last score we saw at North Andover was North Andover leading 35-33 with not much time left over Chelmsford. We can assume that they won. Melrose, I believe, defeated North Reading. Marblehead got by Wilmington 24-17. Linfield 28-7 over Newburyport. In Division 6, Stoneham over Shawsheen 44-39 in a seesaw game. Division 7 saw St. Mary's roll over Greater Lawrence 46-0. Brighton, in the other St. Mary's opponent for next week, rolled over Latin Academy 28-6. In Division 8, New Michelin Tech is tomorrow night. Cathedral beat Boston Tech 28-14. So that is Lynn Tech's opponent. So those are the scores. Quite a game here tonight for Lynn English. They continue to roll 9-0. And so they're at it again with either Danvers or Tewksbury next week for the D3 North title. So for everybody concerned here, Bill Newell, Rick Moore calling in. We appreciate his calls. Bill Popowski, our engineer. I'm Tim Kearns. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow with 2 more games from Hamilton Wenham and from Tewksbury. Good night.